Okay. Looks like everything is going fine so far. Let's see here. Let's see here. Everything should be good on my end. What's going on, guys? All right. If anyone is viewing right now, can you all go ahead and let me know how the audio is actually coming in? If video is coming in as well. Again, want to make sure everything is going copacetic for you guys right now. Last week I had a little bit of issues, so just want to make sure that, again, we got no technical difficulties this time around. Knock on wood. All right, we're going to wait like a few minutes, and we should be starting. We'll go ahead and go like officially starting within like 4 minutes. Wait for more people to go ahead and join in the chat. How's everyone doing so far? So we got Squirrely Nuts Airsoft. It's got Jason W. What's going on, guys? DJ, Queso Gang. What's going on, y'all? Hurry up and come up with a Resident Evil outfit. I might actually, honestly. I really do want to cosplay as Chris Redfield, so that'd be pretty sick. What's going on? All right, cool. Looks like haven't broken the audio yet, Jason. Yes, that is the plan, and hopefully we won't. That's the goal. When it's chilling visually and audio. Whisker Shin, thank you so much for giving me that feedback. Okay, yeah. Again, guys, if you have any issues, let me know in the live chat so that way I can go ahead and adjust the volume accordingly. Again, want to make sure that you guys are getting the best audio and visual quality possible. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna wait like 3 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and officially start. Really nuts airsoft audio and visual solid, my guy. Awesome. Just want to go ahead and get that confirmation, make sure everything is squared away. Let's see here. Looks like everything is good to go. How am I doing? Hey man, what's going on? DRA or draw exolotl. I am so sorry that I butchered your name. Yeah, we're just gonna get started in about like 2 more minutes or 3 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and officially start. We'll go ahead. This is going to be a Q&A stream, so if y'all have any questions, you know how to do it. Make sure to go ahead and put a letter Q in front of your name or in front of the question. Audio, anything good? So what's good? Umbrella dudes from RE7, you got to look them up. Are you talking about the blue umbrella dudes? Yeah, dude, blue umbrella? Fuck yeah, those guys were dripped the fuck out. If you got a Chris Redfield cosplay already, if you need tips from Squirrel, hey, I want to see that, dude. Post that in the Discord. If I haven't already seen that, post that again in the Tactical Gearheads section. I'd love to go ahead and see that, honestly. New dragon, new guns coming. Maybe, man. I want to do both Chris Redfield from RE1, and I want to go ahead and do like RE8, honestly, because I liked his outfit that he had with the chest rig and everything. I thought it was dope. Let's see here. Waiting about 2 more minutes, and then we'll officially start. Let's see here. Just making sure we're all good. Hey, bro, from Alex Cabrera. What's going on? Hey, bro, what's going on, dude? How you doing? How you feeling today? Let's see here. Yeah, we're just going to get started in like 2 more minutes. Let's see here. Audio good here. All right, cool. Again, if we got any new viewers, too, make sure to let me know. That if the audio or video for whatever reason is getting a little bit iffy. In my end, it looks great, but it looked great last time for me as well. And if y'all remember what happened last Saturday, that was pretty rough. But we should have gotten everything fixed up, so everything should be good on our end right now. And again, just let us know if I'm too loud, just let me know. I will go ahead and adjust the volume too. So just making sure. All right, let's see here. We got like 1 more minute. See, 1 more minute. We'll make sure we get started officially then. Let's see how many people we got going on right now. We got a pretty decent amount of people. Street Kings 171. What's going on, bruh? Hung Moose Studios. What's going on, dude? Good afternoon, good evening, good day. How you feeling? How you doing? Let's see here. We got a good amount of people in here, actually. I'm actually pretty happy. I'm pretty impressed. Let's see, New Dragon. What's going on? All right, well, like a few more seconds. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. This is a episode of I'm not really too sure what to go ahead and name this. This is the Ask Me Anything live stream. So I used to do the Ask Anything, like the No Flightless live stream by myself a little while back before I started getting a few more guests on. But this time around, I want to go ahead and just do a short stream on Saturdays for you guys, just to go ahead and answer some questions you guys might have in regards to anything related to airsoft guns. If you guys want to go ahead and ask like for recommendations, whether it be airsoft guns, tactical gear, where to play, that sort of thing, or just any sort of tips for airsoft, regardless of what the subject may be around. As long as it's about airsoft, yeah, I do not mind answering it. If you want to ask me questions about me, by all means, I'm not opposed to that either. Yeah, just make sure to go ahead and put the letter Q down in front of the question that you have and put that in the live chat. For any of you viewers that are first time, watching me, thank you. I much appreciate it. It means the world to me that you guys go ahead and choose to spend your chill time to go ahead and hang out with us, hang out with the Mayo Gang. But we want to go ahead and reward you guys as well, because we got some exclusive opportunities for you guys going on right now, only during the live stream right now. All right, so right now we have some promos going on right now. Of course, these right here, these have been going on for a little bit, but I want to go ahead and reiterate these. Make sure to go ahead and use coupon code 20th. Hold on, let me fix this. Fixing. 20th, there you go. 20th with the TH for 10% off your purchase, right? That'll apply to literally anything on the website, so long as it's not a shocker deal, right? So if it's not a shocker deal like any one of these guys, right, when you hit the sale page, it doesn't have this little timer right here. You can go ahead and apply coupon code 20th and it will work, but it cannot be one of those shocker deals. If it already has that, that's going to be as discounted as it can go, so it can't be discounted further. But get that additional 10% off, say something like, I don't know, one of these like combos, for example, you'll be getting that additional 10% off. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But that one expires too, so make sure to use it. We also got coupon code GEAR, just spelled exactly how you normally say it, GEAR, right? Use that at checkout to get 20% off any order for tactical gear. So again, that can be for clothes, patches. If you want to go ahead and get a plate carrier, maybe get yourself a sweet little helmet, right? Maybe some dummy MBGs, whatever tickles your fancy, right? Make sure to go ahead and use that coupon code to get the best savings possible. And that's 20% off tactical gear. Make sure to take advantage while you can. Remember, any order that you place is automatically going to enter you into the shopping spree giveaway. Now, with that said, only during this live stream right now, if you place an order that is $50 or more, right, so it can be upwards of that, as long as it's $50 minimum, you'll be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's 5 chances to win $600 that you guys can go ahead and win. But you need to go ahead and place your orders now before the live stream ends. So make sure to go ahead and take advantage while you can. Now, with that said, why don't we go ahead and see if we have any questions that we can go ahead and answer. I'm going to try to answer them to the best of my abilities, so let's go here. All right, let's see. Let me pop up this bad boy here. Oakley dokley. Let's see here. Pop up chat. There we go. Okay. All right. Jason W., he asked, did Stitch make it to the shop yet? Yes, he actually is currently in the shop. Him and Darktree are actually chilling up in the front right now. Gnarls Q, any word on the raw MGC4s? I believe, I know Bossman and Cisco have said it beforehand on the, on like some of the previous streams, but I believe those are going to be coming in with the bulk shipment. Again, that should be towards the end of the month. I believe it's going to be towards the end of the month that we should be seeing those in. Yeah, make sure to go ahead and put a Q in front of your, let's see here. It should arrive same time as big shipment. Yeah, it's going to be arriving at the same time as the big shipment. Draw Exolotl. I'm so sorry, man, if I keep messing up your name. I'm trying my best. But if you can tell me how to pronounce, that'd be much appreciated too. Are airsoft tri-shot shotguns reliable in airsoft games, not just CQB? So Draw Exolotl, I'm gonna say yeah, hardcore they are reliable. Here's the thing, right? Like the airsoft tri-shot shotguns are like very, very basic shotguns. There's not a whole lot going on with those guns, right? There's not too many moving components with it. It's a very simple design, which means that there's not as many failure points with the gun, right? I've had the same tri-shot shotgun that I've had for like years now, and it still works. And even if you are like going to an outdoor field outside of like the CQB arenas, it's still a very viable option for anyone. Like I love using my tri-shot shotguns. Like I'll even like pretend I'm cosplaying as like Robert Muldoon from Jurassic Park because I got the Spaz 12. It takes the same design, right? And it takes the same shells. So I'm literally just going around using that, and I've gotten a few kills in an outdoor field. So not only that, but this goes for pretty much any gun. It really is more dependent on the player. If you're good enough, you should be able to get kills regardless of whatever platform you are given, no matter what type of operating system it has, whether it's spring powered, whether it's gas powered, AEG, HPA, doesn't matter. A good player is going to get kills regardless. So let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing any questions. Okay. What's your thoughts on the players who receive hate for doing Rust 4, Op 4 impressions? This is from Whisker Shin. That's actually a good question. So I didn't really think it was too political, to be honest. Like, I guess I can kind of see, right, in lieu of everything that's been happening, right, where it might, I guess some people might look at that, that's a little weird, but honestly, I never really cared. Here's the thing, like, when you go to these, like airsoft events, or even just regular playing on the field, right, there's a little bit of LARPing that's going around, and the kit itself is actually very, very cool. I think Rust 4 kits are dope as fuck, or Op 4 kits are really, really cool. I think there can be a limit when it comes to them. Obviously, you don't want to go ahead and, like, dress around in, like, like head wraps and everything, and then start like pretending to speak Arabic. That's a little, that's I don't know how I feel about that one personally. But I mean, as long as you're not doing that, then I say go crazy. Like I love my impression kits. I think there's a lot of cool, unique kits out there. Draw Excel. I'm not DJ. I'm trying my best to pronounce it. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. Caden Leatham. Can I turn my MGC4 into a reliable DMR? Yeah, the MGC4 is still using a version 2 gearbox, so you are able to go ahead and pretty much put whatever components you want into it. However, I am going to say this. The MGC4 out of the box doesn't really need any sort of upgrades in order for it to be considered competitive. Even at a longer range setting, like, it performs great. The only thing I would probably say that you could, like, maybe benefit from would maybe be putting in, like, a unicorn Type 4 inner barrel setup, right? Because it's going to come included with the upgraded bucking and the hop-up nub. Those are going to be some, like, really, really helpful additions to any airsoft gun, regardless of what it is. Those are going to be, like, near RHOP levels of consistency that you'll be achieving. So definitely recommend doing that. But if you want to do something like that, you can. DJ was saying that it's not DMR, but SPR. So yes. In reality, a DMR would be using something like a heavier caliber, like a 308, right? But at the end of the day, it is airsoft too, so we can use the terminology loosely. It's totally fine. Like, when I hear people say, "Oh, I want to turn this into a DMR," like, yeah, I get it. It technically would be categorized as an SPR, but I don't care. I don't care enough to go ahead and, like, correct, people or whatever. It's just one of those things that's just, people are going to use that. I usually like to use the term, if anything, I'll use a long range build. And to answer your question, Caden, yeah, absolutely, you can totally do that. Okay, this one comes from Keith Roberts. What do you feel is a better buy when it comes to GBBR? I have been looking at VFC HK416 or KWA LM4D. Okay, between the two, I would say I think I prefer the KWA. Here's why. KWA gas blowback guns, and even AEGs, honestly, I feel like most things KWA out of the box, again, doesn't need anything. Like, you are pretty much set as is. You don't have to do anything. There are many, many guys who will buy even, like, something like more affordable, like the KWA original lineup. They'll buy like an Ava or an Iris or the Lucille, as Boaz and I call it. They'll buy one of those, bring it to, like, a SpeakQB tournament, and they're like, yeah, no, I did pretty well with it. Like, this is really good. Like, he doesn't need to do anything to it. Like, no one really changes too much on them. Again, only thing maybe that I would recommend would probably be put down what is it called? Like a unicorn Type 4 inner barrel set, right? Again, bucking, the hop-up nub and the inner barrel itself is going to come included with that for very, very affordable price. Swap that, and then you're done. Like, you're pretty much set. There's really not much you have to go ahead and do with those guns. But specifically going back to your question for GBBR, I own the original KWA LM4 series, and, like, I love it. Justin and I both run those, like, fairly frequently, and we're both, like, happy with the performance that we got, and most of our setup is pretty much stock. The only thing we've changed out would be, again, the hop-up bucking, and, like, that's it. That's pretty much all you need to do. Just clean your gun. Obviously, that's, like, the biggest thing, right, with any gas blowback platform, regardless of brand. Make sure that you're cleaning it. But, I mean, if you do that, I would probably recommend stick with the LM4, because not only is the LM4 good, but it's actually an improvement over the original LM4 series. The LM4D did improve and change their hop-up design. So you can still use the regular magazines, but it is going to be just a little bit better in terms of consistency and being able to adjust your hop-up. Yeah, that's probably that's what my answer would be. Again, VFCs are cool. They're dope. They're cool as fuck. But the LM4D, it's earned my respect. It's definitely earned my respect. Squirrely Nuts Airsoft asks, when do we get the chance at Isaias' private collection mystery box coming out? Squirrely Nuts Airsoft, I don't know how I don't know how I don't know how that well how well that would go down, man. I definitely like doing like the marketing stuff, but I definitely don't consider myself in the same like realm as like Cisco or Boaz or even Kevin too. I don't think I'm at that same level of like popularity just yet. I mean, who knows? Maybe with continued streams, right? If I make more appearances on the actual main channel, like doing actual reviews and other type of like main channel content. I do a lot of shorts. I will say I am on the shorts fairly frequently. Then maybe I could definitely see how that would go. But as of right now, I don't know if that would happen. Not unless it would be like a super limited amount, right? We're talking like 50 boxes. Bossman says, "Sure, we can do that." Yeah, I mean, if you're down, man, I don't mind. That'd be kind of cool. Be like, my face is on a mystery box. Yeah, we can totally do that. All right, let's see here. I know there was a question that I missed earlier. Uh, okay, this one comes from. It's not a question, but I did want to address this one. Ammo SQA Keith Roberts. Me personally, I'd avoid the LM4. Heard many negative remarks about a VFC. Should be fine. The VFC is good. Don't get me wrong, but again, between the two, again, this is all gonna be personal preference, right? It's always going to depend on who you ask. But with the LM4, the main reason why there was a lot of negative remarks about it was because people didn't really clean it. That was the biggest problem, is that people didn't clean it, and so their hop-ups would end up getting jammed, right? They'd get the double feeding issue. But again, that really came down to just cleaning, not being able to properly maintain the LM4s. A properly maintained LM4 will like serve you very, very well. And that pretty much goes for any gas blowback. I don't know what for sure whether the VFC has a higher tolerance than the KWA, but personally, especially what I've seen with the LM4D, the new and improved version, absolutely my money's going on the LM4D. Okay, I know there was another one that I missed earlier I wanted to answer. Okay, there's a few more. What do you think is better when it comes? Okay, answer that one. Game modes. Okay. Are Airsoft trash guns relevant to other game modes? Answer that one. Yep. How Airsoft going for you? This one comes from Pretzel? How Airsoft going for you? Airsoft is going well for me. I haven't been like to a regular walk-on field in a little bit. I hear one of our mods, Ackright, might be coming down next weekend. So if that's the case, if he wants to go out playing Airsoft, I might just hit him up. We might do something like Tac City or N1 after work. We'll see how that goes, right? I would love to go ahead and take all the mods out to an outdoor field. I'd love to go ahead and take them to Wildlands, and then we can all play together. That'd be dope. I know that goes for anyone else too. If like the minute that I go out to a regular walk-on field again, I'm gonna make an announcement on our Discord. I'll be using that and be like, hey guys, we're going out to play here. And you guys are always more than welcome to go ahead and hang out and play with us. Honestly, I love playing with you guys. I love playing with the Mayo Gang. I love playing with all the regulars, especially my customers too, especially when it's a gun that I've like sold them or helped them out find a gun. And I see them on the field and we're having a great time. Dude, it's the best. All right, let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, I think those are all the old questions. Okay, now we should be caught up. This comes from Chips. Okay. Yeah, this comes from Chips. Question. I've had my AEG from y'all for about a year. One of the springs I used, the one included with the gun, broke. Do you know where I can buy a new one and how to determine if it's the same one? Okay, so for Chips, for you, what I would suggest, like, we sell like a bunch of AEG springs available on our website, or just springs for any airsoft gun for the most part on our website. So make sure to go ahead and figure out what FPS you were shooting at. If it's an AEG, we can definitely, that's an easy recommendation. But if you want to get more into it, I would actually recommend hitting us up on our Discord, DM us directly. You can also go ahead and message us on Facebook, Instagram, and we should be able to go ahead and get you taken care of too. You can let us know exactly what gun it is. We can figure out what spring it is using and then go from there. But yeah, we do sell replacement springs on our website. That shouldn't be too difficult. And they're not expensive either. Springs usually cost less than $20. So, very affordable. Okay, this one also comes from Pretzel. Best reliable AEG under 160. Go. Under 160. That's a tough one, actually, because a lot of the cost of Airsoft has gone up. I think, let me look around here for a little bit. I'll keep that one in mind, but I think, let's see, if we go to, I think if we go maybe some of the Gen 2s, I think some of them are actually discounted right now, like quite a heavy amount. Let's see here. For 160, I know for a fact there's one that's under 160 right now. Give me one sec. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it for y'all. Let's see. What if I try? Okay, I think this one. LT04. This one might be the one. Okay, that one's a little too much. I was just barely over it. Yeah, honestly, I think that one was I know there's one that exists up here. The LT04 was going to be my closest. This is the closest one I think, honestly, that I personally would recommend. Let's see here. Yeah, this is discounted right now. If you go with the Lance Tactical Gen 2 SOP mod, the LT04B specifically, that's just like $1.10 more. $1.10 more. All right, but honestly, it's hella worth it because you're not just getting the gun, you're getting the battery and the charger included with it. Again, not the world's greatest battery and charger in the world, but more than enough to get you started. It's a 9.6 nickel hydrate, basic wall charger, right? You're getting a thing of BBs. You also get that little vertical grip on there and some rail panels. Again, if you want to go ahead and just kind of deck it out, accessorize it a little bit before you start going into like the optics. For those that are wondering, the carry handle is not permanent. It's not fixed. You can remove that, put any sort of optic you want on there. But that would probably be my number one, honestly, if you're looking for like super cheap, super attainable, comes included with everything you need, right? All right, let's see here. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, chips by from WWE Airsoft. Yep, absolutely. That's awesome, boss man. I think he's doing honest. Squirrel nuts. Thank you, man. I appreciate the positivity, dude. That actually means a lot to me. I'm always, I know I'm like pretty confident above, and I don't normally fixate too much on what people think of me, but it actually is really nice when people actually are like giving me compliments. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot. I hate being in Arizona. I want to play with the Mayo Gang. Caden, yes, honestly, I always hate it when I find out that some of the mods or some of the guys that are really cool on our Discord servers or on the live streams are like really dope, and I really want to talk more with them. Like I feel like this, we could be actually friends in real life, right? We can be friends IRL, and like it turns out, I'm on New Mexico, I'm in New York or something. I'm like, damn it. I think there was one dude I made friends with, believe it or not, who came in the storefront, and he was actually from New Zealand. He was a really cool guy. Him and his wife were an absolute delight to talk to. But they were just so intrigued with Airsoft, right? Because, again, New Zealand, their own issues and their laws going on right now. They were saying that, like, even gel blasters were restricted, and I was like, damn. And he was telling me how much it sucked. And so he saw all the guns that I had, and he was asking, can I, like, hold them? And I was like, dude, I can do you one better. Why don't you go and pop a battery in some of these guns, take them out for a shot, right? And he was actually just test firing a lot of my guns, and I was totally okay with it because that's probably the closest he would get to actually being able to play with it. Because I think he was leaving that night. So and that was his last day, and he just really wanted to see what Airsoft was all about, like, because he had heard about us and he had seen some of our videos. But yeah, man, honestly, if you ever come out to California, though, hit us up. Can't wait to get my Mayo M4. This comes from AK. That's right, the Mayo Gang MGC4. Guys, if you didn't know, all the Mayo Gang MGC4 guns are going to be available. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way a little bit. Yeah, all the Mayo Gang MGC4s, if you didn't know, they're going to be now available in accessories mystery boxes. So if you want to go ahead and snag one up for yourself, right, you want to go and pick one bad boy up, you can get one with all the accessories that you would need, right? And in this mystery box, again, it's going to be a surprise with which accessories you want, but you can also let us know what you're hoping to go ahead and get, and we'll surprise you guys with something dope. We also have them available in Performance Plus packages, which is really, really freaking dope. So again, like I was saying with that swap for the Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel assembly, we're going to swap that out for you. You can get that right out of the box. It's available right now, and it's discounted too. So just saying, just throwing that out there. And remember, place an order for that, right? Place an order for that right now. And you get 5 chances of winning $600 during our shopping spree giveaway going on this Thursday. So order while you can. All right. Let's see. Give me Man 4. What's up, everyone from Whiskey? What's going on, Whiskey? Do you sell Gorilla Tag products? No, we do not. Last I checked, we do not. Oh, God, that was a lot of questions. It caught up all of a sudden. Okay, let's see. How good are those Arcturus M4s? Whiskey asks. Honestly, Whiskey Arcturus M4s are freaking dope, dude. Here's the thing with Arcturus, and I've said it once, and I will gladly say it again and again, right? The thing with Arcturus is that Arcturus is one of those few brands that actually takes the time to properly shim. And what I mean by that is that they actually, like, literally will go in there and, like, finally shim it. Not just, like, factory standard like a lot of other brands, unfortunately, right? Which, I mean, it's not too bad. When you get guns out of the factory, they're meant to be at a certain standard, right? And it's decent enough to go for most players, and they wouldn't notice it. But for those players that do notice small things like that, or even us, right, as retailers, we do take notice of when a manufacturer takes the extra time to make sure that things are done very, very well. And Arcturus is one of those companies that when we looked at their gearbox, we noticed and we could tell instantly the level of quality that went into the gearbox and manufacturing it. So I can always recommend Arcturus. Here, let's see. If you wanted one specific, I misspelled that. Arcturus. There you go. If you want one of the Arcturus models that I recommend specifically, honestly, a field ready combo would be dope, right? But if you want M4 specifically, I would say, yeah, here you go. It's probably one of the most popular M4s from Arcturus that we sell. It's going to be the NYO2CQ. It's a 10-inch, so you get a Mark 18 profile. There's going to be it's rear wired, so you get plenty of battery space in here, and these things are dope. Micro switch trigger is always really nice. It's like a nice mechanical clicking every time you go ahead and pull that trigger back. 602 Type 4 inner barrel. Yeah, it's really dope. It's really, really nice. And look at that price point for $214.95. Oh, but here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Here's a double whammy comes in. Order this gun, right? Use coupon code 20th right here. Right there, right there, right there. Use coupon code 20th. It's spelled 20TH, and you'll get 10% off this gun. Not only that, if you order the gun right now during my live stream, you are going to be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's 5 chances that you can win $600. But again, only if you order within the live stream time frame. So make sure that you go ahead and place your orders while you can, right? All right. Let's see here. The ones less than $200. The swords? Yeah, dude, honestly, even the swords are dope. Now, the swords are not going to be using the micro switch trigger, which is a downside, I will admit. But honestly, they're good. They're good. Like, I freaking dig them. Like this, okay, yeah, the LWT Sport, I love it. I think it's great, right? It's a very basic gun. Now, for the money, I do think you get a little more bang for your buck, more value out of a Lancer Gen 2, personally. I would go with a Gen 2 more than an Arcturus. If you're getting if you're solely on a budget, because you do get more value from a Lancer Gen 2 because you're getting a battery and a charger right out of the box, right? Yeah. These guns, you're literally just going to get the gun by itself and, of course, the magazine that comes included with it, and that's about it. But even these, if you're talking about just quality, yeah, these got it too. These have definitely got the Arcturus stamp of approval. Would highly recommend these as well. Hopefully that answers your question, Whiskey. Okay, let's see here. Do you also Gorilla Tag products, Velas, Rivas? No, we do not. Queso, you are the man too. Oh, thank you, Whiskey. I do appreciate that. Pennsylvania, damn it! Pennsylvania, damn it! I was hoping you were a Cali resident too. I wanna play Airsoft with you, man. Like, I see all these guys out here, and I'm like, fuck, I want to play with all of you. Like, I genuinely mean that. I really want to play with you guys. Maybe in the future, maybe for a future BB's Wars events. We'll see what happens, right? How good are those Raven Airsoft pistols? Actually, that's a very good question. Here, let's look them up. Raven, right? I personally, Raven and Vorsk, because I'm going to be honest, like, those two companies are, I'm like 99.9% sure they are the exact same fucking company, right? They're coming from the same goddamn factory. Because I look at how they're assembled, and I'm like, this is the same fucking thing. I don't know why they wanted to separate Vorsk and Raven, what the purpose was behind that, but like, whatever, man. Like, okay, but regardless, right? Getting into these Raven products, right? These Raven pistols. These are actually really, really cool. I think my personal favorite has got to be the R226, but the R14 is really cool. They're 4.3 high capas, they're 5.1 high capas, they're 1911s. Yeah, man, they're solid. If you are looking for an affordable platform to start building off of, right, that wasn't going to suck immediately out of the box, I would 100% say get behind the Raven pistols. Like, they're dope too. Absolutely, yeah. Like, my favorite one right here, the R226. Again, I like my not SIG pistols. This would definitely be one that I would want to get personally. Especially, look at that price point, 111, right? 111, that is cheap. That is actually really cheap for a gas pellback pistol. That's good. And again, qualifies for coupon code 20th. You get 10% off when you go ahead and use that code at checkout. And again, order it now. You get 5 chances to win $600. Just saying, just throwing that out there. But yeah, I would totally recommend it. They actually come included too out of the box with, I believe, a spare loading nozzle and a CO2 spring in case you wanted to use CO2 magazines. I would not recommend using CO2 magazines as is, not without like extensive upgrades to this bad boy. But it's there, and honestly, just for like a stiffer spring, I would probably throw the CO2 spring in there anyway. But again, that's just me. But yes, to answer your question, would recommend the Raven pistols. I think they're pretty cool. All right, let's see here. Make sure. Did you say it moved on its own? Let's see here. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Let's make sure I'm missing anything. Okay. No, I do not sell Gorilla Tag products. Velaz Rivas. I've answered the question already. I'd appreciate if you stop asking the question, because I know I've already answered it, and that's just spamming at this point. So, much appreciated, man. Not trying to go out and give you shit or anything. Jason W. Isaias, you put a lot of heart in everything you do for the community. You definitely deserve a collection box of your own. Jason, that... it's like... It's one of those things where you don't really hear like that too often. That actually does kind of got. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, what are you doing to me, man? What are you doing, dude? You're gonna make me cry on stream, dude. I appreciate that, man. You don't have to say stuff like that. I do. It means the world to me that you would think that of me, and hopefully, I just want to make sure that I'm entertaining enough for you guys. I really do. At the end of the day, that's my main goal, right? I just want to make sure that I'm good. I'm not like, because I know like when it came to like marketing and stuff, like I was never really given like a full proper like introduction. Like, hey, here's Isaias. He's gonna be going on these videos, right? It was very much just like, oh, hey, you're gonna do this video. Like, oh, cool. Like I want to, but I just didn't know how people were gonna react. So it's good to at least know that I got a few, even if just a few. I got a few fans out there and that are willing to go ahead and ask for a mystery box with me on it. So that's really cool. Thank you, man. You didn't have to do that. Okay. Keep asking some more questions. I'm torn. I don't know if I want to get an Arcturus M4 or the Lancer Tactical KR9. Now that's a good ass choice. KR9? Damn, dude. Okay. Whiskey. I would say this: if it's like your first like AEG, yeah, then I would say go with the Arcturus M4. However, if you already have the M4, why not get the KR9? Let's see here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this bad boy right here. Yeah. These things, oh, and it's on a shocker deal. It's on a shocker deal. Dude, this thing is dope. Like, again, $296, and for only 2 more days. You only get 2 more days to go ahead and take advantage of that prize. I would say do that. Do the KR9. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, it's your money. You can choose to spend it out of you. But the KR9 is so cool. I would say do that. Take advantage of the shocker deal, right? And again, order it like now. Like now. Because again, that's 5 chances you have of winning the $600 shopping spree giveaway going on this Thursday. Again, just take advantage and just do it. Just do it. All right. Let's see here. High Fidelity, did you see my Frankenstein concoction in Roast My Build Discord channel? Thoughts? I haven't seen it yet. But now that you say it like that, I'm concerned. Fidel, I'm concerned. I know what you're into, man. I've seen things. I'm gonna take a look. But if I see something that hurts my eyes, I will be charging you for the hospital trip. All right, let's see here. Squirrel Nuts, Airsoft, flip a coin, both a good choice. Honestly, yeah, at that point, like you could flip a coin and you'd be happy either way, honestly. I'm just saying, if you already got the AR, I say go with the KR9, right? Because that's just another cool platform you can invest in. Do a little something different, right? Invigorate the hobby, if you will. So Fidel, hey boss, my budget is like 600-ish for the base gun itself, and I plan on upgrading it later. Any recommendations? Only into M4s. Also, do you guys do first responder blue label disc? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, okay. So this comes from Cody. Cody, yeah, absolutely, dude. We do law enforcement military discount as well. Right now, though, you wouldn't even have to do that, though, because you can use coupon code 20th, and you're going to get, like, 10% off, which would basically be the same as that you would get for law enforcement, right? Honestly, with a budget of $600, here's the thing. You don't have to spend that much for your first airsoft gun. You can, and if you have the money, dude, fucking dope. Baller over here, man. Baller over here. But I get it, right? You want to get good quality stuff. I totally get that. If that's the case, y'all already know what I'm going to recommend. MGC4, right? The MGC4... If you don't know, Cody, is a gun that we helped develop, right? It was a collaborative project between us and the company Lancer Tactical. They gave us access basically to their resources, and we told them what specs we wanted to achieve, but we wanted to make sure that it was still at an attainable price point. We didn't want to go ahead and overcharge anyone, right? Because that's a scummy thing to do, right? When the gun only is like, I get it, you're a company, you got to make money, but even then, that doesn't mean that you should charge ridiculous amounts of money for, especially when you're not giving that much. This gun, we give you a lot. We give you a lot of different features out of it, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at, okay, yeah. This one's on a shocker, dude. Fuck, dude. Oh, dude, you are saving so much money. MGC4 Mark II, right? Get an MGC4 Mark II. It's on a pre-order right now. It's set to arrive towards the end of the month, right? You're going to be getting that with the bulk shipment of these guys coming in, all right? MGC4 Mark II. It's $283.50. You are getting a full metal construction, really nice, clean looking like M-LOK rail, right? Delta stock, very slim, very minimalist. It is rear wired, so you can go ahead and put a buffer tube style battery in there. But again, you can go ahead and swap the stock out if you want more battery space. This thing is fast as fuck. This thing shoots real well. And that trigger pull, that blade trigger, that like sort of Final Fantasy VII looking trigger that we put on is super nice, right? Like, I wish we had a better picture of it. But yeah. I would highly recommend getting this bad boy. This is like the go-to right now, especially at that price point. $315 normally, and that's already a steal, but $280, $350, fuck, dude. Like, that one slaps. That one fucking slaps. Absolutely get it. We've done a ton of social media on it. If you don't believe it, we actually did a main YouTube video on it yesterday. Go ahead and check that out. That thing was dope, man. Like, that's a great-ass video that we went into detail talking about that gun. I highly recommend this one. This is going to be the one gun that you buy, and you don't need to buy anything for years. Like, you buy this, you're set. It doesn't need upgrades. Now, you can, absolutely. If you want to go ahead and get it to shoot even faster, yeah, the gear set, you can swap out, change out the motor if you want to. Though it already comes included with a really dope motor out of the box. Nice and torquey, so you get that really nice trigger response and good rate of fire too. Definitely recommend the MGC4 Mark II. That is going to be my #1 pick right now. All right, let's see here. Will the Roast My Build series start up again? This one comes from Jay Lather. Honestly, that's going to be up to Cisco really at the end of the day, if you want, and the rest of the marketing team if they want to do it. I always thought the Roast My Build series was dope. I want to see more episodes for sure. I'm not too sure what more that would entail, how much work it would need to take to get, I guess, what is it, season 3? Right, are we on season 3 right now? Yeah, to get season 3 up and going. But honestly, I think so. I think if there's enough people asking for it, right, and if the view count is good enough for those types of videos, then yeah, absolutely, we can totally go ahead and start doing Roast My Build series again. Like, I'll let people know that, hey, Cisco, even during my stream, people are asking for it. So, you know, that's probably going to be the ultimate swing, right? Like, the ultimate thing that's going to, like, sway him is, again, how many people are asking for it and how many people are going to watch it. Okay, the Roast My Build tag has been flagged for violating IG terms. How do we submit now? Yeah, that's the other thing too that I completely forgot about that. Thank you, Fidel, for reminding me. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how we're gonna go ahead and do that. We got to work that out. I gotta talk to Cisco about that. See what we can figure out for that. Okay, so when, if at all, can we test fire airsoft guns in the store? So can, sir, like. I just got the name. I just got the username. So like if you have a gun, right, that say you did a pickup order for an airsoft gun and you want to go in and test it before you walk out the store, yeah, absolutely. Same thing. Like if you buy an airsoft gun, you want to go in and test it out like after you buy it, then yeah, dude, the range is totally open. You're more than welcome to go ahead and use it. Let's see here. Question. This comes from Chips again about Springs. Real quick, returning question. I was on the Discord. Do I DM the moderator for my Arcturus AG? So you can DM the main page itself. So Airsoft GI, you can go ahead and DM them. You can also go ahead and DM our boy Matt, customer service rep. It's so I don't get fined. You can go ahead and message him, and he will get you sorted out as well. But yeah, message the main account. You can actually look up the directions too in our Discord server. Go to ASGI customer service support. You can go ahead and say, hey, like, can you help me? And then tag us, and we'll go ahead and DM you. And you can DM us too. Preferably you DM us. Just don't put your order number like for that if you want us to look at the gun specifically or any sort of other personal information in any of the public chats. That's, again, you want to protect your privacy, dude. All right. Let's see here. One day we will, Whiskey. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to go and play. Oh, my God, it moves so fast. Oh, okay, where to go? Where the fuck did it go? Where the fuck did it go? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, okay. Squirrel Nuts says, I got family in CA, bud, so one day I will make it out there from Iowa. Damn, Iowa! Holy shit, Squirrely Nuts. I didn't know that's for you. Oh, fuck, man. Damn, bro. Like, okay, yes, absolutely. The next time you come down in CA, you got to go ahead and let us know. Tag us, and we will try to go ahead and make it work. But, again, we got BB Wars Cali coming up, like, later on in the year, too, so that's going to be fucking dope. I hope to see everyone there. Everyone. I want to see everyone. I want to play with everyone. As we see, I definitely like that Raven 226. Yeah, dude, absolutely. The 226 is fucking dope. I love the 226. I have a TM one, or yeah, I can say it. I have a TM style. I have one. I have a TM one, right? And it's cool and everything. It's old. I got it from a yard sale way back in the day. But you know, I saw these Raven ones and I'm like, fuck, I should have just saved my money and gotten one of those. But honestly, yeah, I'll highly recommend those if you're looking for that sort of like old school, maybe like an old DevGru kind of kit, right? You want to go ahead and get one of those classic SIG pistols, right? Like a 226. I'd say go for that one. It's cheap. It's cheap and you can build it out. When I'm in California, I'm coming to see you, especially you, Isaias. Look out for me, Caden Leatherman. Honestly, dude, same. I'm looking out for you too. Let me know that you're Caden Leatherman too if you end up like coming across me. Just slap me. What's up? What's going on, guys? More people joining the chat. Cool. Just never kid in the fields. Honestly, dude, same. That compliment, like, I don't normally get a lot of those, so it's like when I do, it definitely, like, it hits me. Okay. Danny Lowe, what airsoft gun is great out of the box that's not too expensive? Danny, that's going to depend on what your definition of expensive is. Usually for me, like, the most I typically want people to spend on their very first airsoft gun again, because I'm not here to try to go ahead and like, get more money out of people. Like, obviously we're a business. We want you to buy stuff from us for sure. We want your business, but that doesn't mean that I feel like as a rep that I'm required to make you spend copious amounts of money because you don't know any better, right? Again, there is value out there, and I want you as a consumer also to be armed and to know exactly what you're paying for. What exactly are you getting for your money? Because I've been swindled before. I went to like fucking sketchy ass airsoft shops before, and they were trying to charge me like copious amounts of money for shit that like I would see at other places that was even on their own website, right? Because I didn't know any better. I looked up their website and like I would see the prices were significantly cheaper than what they were trying to charge me. And it's the same model, exact same model, no difference. They were just trying to go ahead and get some more money off of me. So I want you guys to go ahead and be aware of what it is that you're buying. But well, I guess we'll take it by budget, right? If you have a budget of like $200 or less, I would say go for either a Gen 2 Lancer Tactical, right? Let's go here. AGs. Yeah, click on Lancer Tactical Gen 2. And there's a couple different models, right? There's a couple different models that are going to be less than $250. $250 is the most that I typically like to get customers to spend. I don't want them to spend more unless they really want to, right? So less than $250, you can get yourself, even some of these combos too are going to be like pretty damn cheap too, and they're on a shocker deal. Fucking dope. So take advantage of that. But yeah, there's plenty of options there. I think my personal favorite would be, let's see here, LT31. Yeah. Oh, the bronze rail sold out. Oh, what? I knew it was gonna sell it eventually, but you can get yourself basically a pre-built Mark 18, right, with the DD style rail system. I want to give a shout out. Looks like to Andrew. Looks like he took advantage of the promos going on and got himself 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Andrew, my man, you just got yourself 5 chances of winning that $600 shopping spree. Guys, you can be just like Andrew. Make sure to go ahead and place a $50 or greater order to get it 5 chances of winning $600. Order now. And remember, you still got coupon code 20th, right, going on right now. So that's 10% off your purchase. If you're buying some tactical, you want to get some helmets, you want to go ahead and get some Face Pro, whatever it may be, use coupon code GEAR for tactical gear orders and you'll get 20% off. So just letting you know. Take advantage. Wow, you can, guys. All right. But yeah, this would probably be like my number one. Like if you have a it's discounted to like $188. Fucking worth it. Worth it. Right? Because it's going to come included with a battery, charger, magazine as well. It's actually a nice mid-cap magazine this time around. And it's pretty much set up as is. This gun makes getting into like milsim very easy, right? If you want to go ahead and build like more like a milsim style gun or like a SOP mod style gun or I should say like a Spec Ops style gun, right? You want to go ahead and build something that like DevGru, maybe like Marsoc uses, right? Yeah, this is definitely going to be the one that I would recommend. Very easy to start upgrading. If you have a budget of, let's say, $300, right, I would say, like, and $300 or no more, I would say KWA Original. Yeah, any one of the KWA original guns, these are dope, right? The Eve 9 is honestly going to be like one of my number ones that I recommend. But any of the Avas, the Rain, the Lucy, a little bit more unique than your standard M4, but again, still using a version 2 gearbox. Switch life extenders so you can run 11.1 lipos in there, absolutely no problem, and they slap. They absolutely slap. And there's even, all the packages sold out. But you can go ahead and get, like, again, if you want like the Eve 9, that's the most common one, right? Because it's going to come included with, or it's going to use M4 style magazines, like the regular 5.56 style mag. So yeah, you can use that one. $280. It's still not a bad price, but again, you can get it cheaper with coupon code 20th. You get 10% off. Just saying. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and make sure. But yeah, it's really going to depend. And let's say you have more than that, then absolutely, I'm going to go ahead and recommend the MGC4, right? Let's say you have a budget of, I don't know, like whatever you consider too much money, less than $400. Like $400 is the most you'll spend. Yeah, even like the packages are going to be less than like $400, right? If you want one with an upgraded inner barrel bucking and hop-up nub, one of those. Absolutely. The MGC4 Mark II's Performance Plus packages. But if you just want the base gun, yeah, you can get the solid black variant for just $283 right now. So technically speaking, even cheaper. So yeah, get that. But if you want to go ahead and get the two-tone, my personal favorite one, the black and bronze, you get that one for $315. Use coupon code 20th, and you get 10% off. Again, guys, you're noticing a trend here, noticing a pattern. And again, order it now before the stream ends, so that way you can go ahead and get 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. I'm just throwing this out there. Again, just want to let you guys know that, hey, we want to get you guys as many opportunities as possible, but it's up to you guys to take advantage. All right. Stop. Don't make fun of me, Fidel. It's all love. No, absolutely it is love. I got nothing but love and respect for you guys. You guys like the ones that are actually watching the streams, participating, asking questions, and even just watching. To any like one of the viewers right now, if you guys haven't asked a question, you're just hanging out, lurking, right, just watching it. I still appreciate you. Like I really do appreciate the viewership. it means the world to me that you guys decide to go ahead and choose to spend your free time hanging out with me, right? It really does mean the world to me. But again, I want to give back to you guys and make sure that I give these opportunities out for you as well, so that way everyone has equal opportunity to go ahead and win big, right? The last winner of the shopping spree giveaway, actually, believe it or not, this is totally true. Like, apparently it was his first time shopping with us, absolute first time shopper, and he won. Like, he won. It was like the only order. He only placed one order, and that was the order that won him. So again, everyone has a chance to win, especially with all these promos going on. Freaking Real Wild, he won like $3,000, right? And he took advantage of the promos that were going on during one of my streams, right? And that's happened several times. A lot of the regulars know that, hey, whenever there's a live stream, you're going to want to watch, and you're going to want to go ahead and take advantage of those promos, because that's your best means of again, winning. And it works. It works. Just last time, again, that doesn't mean that only those guys will win. But because again, last time, first time shopper, right? And even during the holiday season last year, right? It was just for like weeks on end. It was just first time shopper, first time shopper, first time shopper, first time shopper. They just beginner's luck, right? It is really a thing. So make sure you guys take advantage while you can. All right. Hell yeah, we love your work. Honestly, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Gnarls. Still an Isaias patch and sticker. Fidel, I think that's the one that I actually would like to go ahead and see more. If we can get a patch or a sticker made of me, that'd actually be freaking sick. I want it actually on a t-shirt or a hoodie. That'd be cool, right? Just a limited run of like a hoodie, right, with me on it in like full kit. That'd be kind of cool. I told Jazz that and the rest of my family, and all my family was like, yeah, if you get one, we'll all buy one. I was like, oh, cool. That'd be cool, honestly. Let's see here. What airsoft gun is great out of the box that's not too expensive? Danny Lowe, I think I answered that question already. Let's see, please get a thumbs up. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and share this, the link to this stream with like everyone that you know, and anyone that's remotely interested in airsoft. If they're trying to get into it and they're not too sure, let them know to go ahead and join the stream. I love answering questions, like recommendations. I do not mind giving recommendations, even if it's like basically the same question from another person. I don't mind. I'll do it anyway, because again, I want to make sure that everyone is taken care of. Everyone has their questions asked. I'll be lurking, driving right now, but I'm still here. No worries, dude. Please be careful. Don't drive and text. Let's see here. Drive safe, Fidel. What would you recommend, plate carrier or chest rig? Ooh, whiskey. That's a very good question. I love it when I get this question. So when it comes to like tactical gear, it's really going to come down to a matter of like individual preference, really, at the end of the day, right? Like, for example, right, this plate carrier that I'm wearing right now, this is the Fly medium speed plate carrier, right? I've had this plate carrier for a couple of years now, and honestly, I love it. It works great for pretty much everything, but it's not the only option that exists out there. And sometimes it's actually not the best option for certain types of situations, if that makes sense. Now, this plate carrier is really dope. It's fully customizable. It works with a lot of aftermarket components. Like if you want to change out the cummerbund, right? If you want to go ahead and add like a dangler pouch, like one of these boys, right? The full pouch. Just love flapping that thing. If you want to get one of those bad boys, or like little tiny like hydration pack in the back, right? You can totally do that. It's just standard Molly, right? Very easy to work with. But there are other options as well. The plate carriers look cool and they're great and they're super modular because you can set them up to whatever you want to. However, if you guys know me long enough, you know that I, at the end of the day, will typically prefer a chest rig. I am a chest rig man because I run LMGs. I run MMGs, big ass machine guns, right? Like big DMRs. I don't really need the extra weight or the extra bulk on me. I like to go ahead and keep things simple. Don't get me wrong. I love having a lot of pouches for utility, right? In case I need to carry tools on me. It's always important to have tools. When I play a lot of these Milsim games, a lot of like my teammates' guns, or even not even like really like my normal like team teammates, but like just they just happen to be on the same side. I see a lot of like players, their guns just go down, right? Or they're missing parts. Oh, my apologies. A bit gassy there. Like body pins will just start falling out of receivers, right? So it's always helpful to be able to like, hey, and have a pouch dedicated for like, hey, I got some zip ties. Let's just zip this bitch together, hold it in place. We're good to keep playing, right? Let's keep fighting. Have an Allen key set on you at all times. A screwdriver set, some type of multi-tool, extra magazines, grenades. That's always like useful to have. One of my favorite chest rigs to have, actually. Let's see. And one of the easiest ones that you can like, and it seems like very easy and minimal. Like here you go, like an AK chest rig, right? It doesn't have to be like necessarily this color, but like I own one of these, right? For a longest time, and it works fantastic, right? Like it is great for what you need to do. You can even go here. Let's go. Okay, plate carriers, chest rigs, right? They have a whole section for chest rigs. right? There's all these chest rigs right here. Look at all those chickens. Yeah, we have a fuck ton of like chest rig options that are available for you. Some more minimalist, some that are going to be a little bit more like utility, carry a lot more pockets, and some of them are just kind of plain. So you can build out whatever you need them to be, right? And that's a good thing, right? You can be almost as modular as a plate carrier. Right? Now, the downside with going with a chest rig is that you're not going to be getting as much coverage, I would say. Like, again, like if a BB hits you like here, it's going to be exposed, right? Because you're not wearing a big ass plate carrier. But again, like, I mean, my mentality is just, just get good. Just don't get shot, right? little talk. just don't get shot. But like, no, like if you're carrying something other than an M4, like something that's a little bit bigger, again, like if you're running an LMG, if you're running a DMR, chest rigs have always been like kind of the go-to recommendation from me and from many members of my team, right? We always recommend, hey, if you're running a DMR like an M110 and SR25, maybe an HK417 or G28 or something like that, then yeah, or even like if you run like an Asphalt, right? Or VSS Venturas, like just run a chest rig, like because a plate carrier, it can be kind of cumbersome after a while. But again, that's just me. But remember, guys, tactical gear, coupon code GEAR for 20% off. Make sure to go ahead and place your orders. I'm just saying, you don't want to miss out. All right, let's see here. Tactical, my dad is in law enforcement. Hey, good job, Tactical. iBuying, nice. Absolutely, dude. Appreciate it. Again, that's the most direct way to go ahead and support Airsoft GIs by buying from our website. What is this? Gnarls asks, do you sell etched reticle sights? I'm not too sure what you mean by etched reticle sights. Typically, most of our optics, you can usually find them on our website right here. If you go through accessories, go through scope, yep, and you can go ahead and we typically divide them into red, there you go. Red, green dot sights, fixed power mag optics. So again, it's optics that are just going to be fixed in place. Rifle scopes, again, if you want something with like adjustable magnification. And just regular iron sights as well. Clean Vibes asks, need info on a Glock 17 upgrades going for a Snappy Boy build. Okay, so if you're looking for any sort of upgrades right now for the Glock 17, if you're running the Elite Force or Umarex Glock 17, look up Unicorn. The microphone's in the way. I know you can't see it. The microphone's in the way, so it's really hard to go ahead and type Unicorn Airsoft. Yeah, I would recommend, first things first, before doing anything else, the bread and butter of most gas blowback pistol performance is usually going to be coming from the bucking and the inner barrel. That's like the number one thing, right? You ask any guy that's been playing long enough, they're always going to say the same thing. Bucking and inner barrel are the most important thing to swap out in a gas blowback upgrade project, right? That's the number one thing. Third would be the hop-up chamber. But thankfully, right, freaking Unicorn Airsoft coming in clutch right now because they have the full hop-up assembly and inner barrel assembly, right, in a combo for like $53 that you can go and pay it. It's one purchase, right, that you make, and it's going to come included with all that. Let's see, take a look here. Come on. There you go. All right, for like $53, highly recommend that you go ahead and pick one of these bad boys up, right? Super dope. Super fucking dope, right? Like, again, I love the fact that Unicorn is actually like catering towards that like niche, I guess, in Airsoft, right? Like the guys that are running the Umarex Elite Force Glock. Because there's a lot of guys that do. The Umarex Elite Force like Glock lineup is really dope. They're great. They don't really require any upgrades right out of the box. Oh, looks like Joseph also took advantage, and he is getting himself 5 chances of winning the $600 shopping spree giveaway because he placed an order that was $50 or more. Joseph, you just got yourself 5 chances to win. You guys can be just like Joseph and Andrew. They have been the only 2 to take advantage of that promo right now. Any orders $50 or more will get you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, so don't miss out. All right, let's see here. Hit the subscribe button. What's up with more Dead Box podcasts? Those were pretty dope. The Dead Box podcast, we might be doing more of those. I think right now we've been mainly focusing on the Range Talk podcast because we get to show off the guns a little bit more, and we actually will get to shoot them too on the range. Those are pretty dope. But yeah, we might bring the Dead Box podcast. We might be doing more of those. Let's see here. What's up, y'all? I mean, Dead Box. No, I know what you mean. Don't worry, dude. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, make sure to go and put a Q in front. Okay. Yes. I think, okay. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. I think no, there's a few more. Damn it. Oh, wow. You guys are really asking a lot of questions. Cool. I'm glad I have a lot of questions to work, but it means I got to move faster a little bit. Mayo Gang, meet up soon with kisses. Sorry, guys. Want to make sure I'm okay. Yeah, I should be caught up now. Okay. The Act Right Mayo Gang meet up soon. Mr. Queso. Also, I'll be down next Saturday to come visit and pick up my will call orders from the shop. Yeah, Act Right. That'd be freaking dope. Yeah. Stitch told me you were gonna be coming down. Oh, that'd be dope if we can actually all hang out and play together. But yeah, as far as like a Mayo Gang meetup, I really want to go ahead and like work to like organize that and get that set up. It's just a matter of finding a location. I know Brewer for a while, he was volunteering the brewery that he works at. I would feel bad honestly if we did that at a shop, but I mean if he didn't mind then sure. But yeah, we'll go as mods, we'll go ahead and like set that up in the mod chat. See what we want to go ahead and do, see what day works best for all of us as well. All right, let's see here. Is it Whiskey? Is it safe to run green gas on TM high kappas? Okay, Whiskey. We went into this, I think, during the last Range Talk podcast when we talked about the different propellants. Yes, technically speaking, you can run green gas in a TM high kappa, and it will work just fine, right? It is more pressure than using like the gas that they were originally tinted for. But like it was duster gas. I forget what the actual like name, the combination of it was. Right there, HFC whatever. But with green gas, yeah, no, it's totally fine. You can use it. It does put more stress on it, but you can use it, and it should be okay, right? Now, if you were to ask, can I run like black gas or even CO2? Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell to the no, man. I would not recommend using CO2 or like black gas or anything like that. Stick with green gas, because at the very least, it is lubricating the internals of your gun and your magazine. All right, let's see here. Hello there. Happy Saturday, Primetech. Hey, what's up, Primetech? Yeah, happy Saturday, dude. Bricks of the Dead. I want to come into the walk-in store and swap my gearbox that I upgraded from my Top Tech 416 to my MCX and whatever the techs recommend for my upgrade. Will I be charged before or after the job? Okay, so as of right now, we are looking for a full-time tech. We can definitely give you recommendations and like tutorials on how to go ahead and do it. If you look at just on our YouTube channel, it's there. But we won't be taking them in right now. Just because, again, we want to go ahead and make sure that we have a full-time tech readily available to go ahead and commit to that, because we want to make sure that you guys get the best possible work that we can put out. And we're just looking for a full-time tech. If any of you guys are local to Cali and you guys are looking for a full-time tech, make sure to go ahead and send your application to jobs@airsofti.com. And we will take a look into that, because, yes, we are looking for a full-time tech right now. Okay, let's make sure. Any news about CPSC? Okay, relaxing noise sound. There was an update video that Boaz had put out, I think a few days ago, like earlier this week. I believe it was Tuesday? Yeah, I believe it was Tuesday. But essentially, it's been put on hold for right now. But it's not permanent yet. Like, it's not like dead or anything. Like, it's just put on hold. We're gonna keep tabs on it. So any more progress that comes out, we will be informing all of you guys as well and sharing it around. But yeah, honestly, like I was super happy that we were able to get like a good amount of like signatures out there. It just goes to show that, again, like this is something that we should all be, kind of looking into and should take seriously. And if you didn't provide a comment, I appreciate everyone that did. Right, put a comment out there, and again, just made sure that they were being polite, respectful, and not like super combative. Right, that's the last thing we want. We don't want to reflect any negativity on the airsoft community. Right, so anyone that's signed, appreciate all. Kyle Hammonds, looking to buy my first rifle setup, but not sure what battery, charger, or anything else I might need. Can I message my questions through Instagram or Facebook so I'm not holding up your phone operators? Yeah, dude, absolutely. If you want to go ahead and like message us directly, 100% do it. If you want to, you can also go ahead and let me know. I don't mind. Let me know what like your first gun is, or what gun you're going to be getting, and I can also give you recommendations for what I would suggest for that specific model. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and DM us, you can DM us on Discord. You DM us directly, right? The official like Airsoft GI like account. You can also go ahead and DM us on Instagram, Facebook. We'll get you taken care of as well there. All right, let's see here. This one comes from, oh God, this is a long name. M1A2 SEP V2 Abrams MBT. Question, do you recommend Lancer Tactical red dots? Yeah, actually I do. Okay, so real talk, like we put some of the like Lancer Tactical T1 style optics. We put those the last time, like 2 times ago when we went shooting. We put them on top of our real guns, and they worked great, honestly. They held 0. Granted, we were only using 223, right? So Take that for what you will. But I will say 223 is a lot, more recoil than a freaking airsoft gun. So the Lance Tactical red dots will hold 0 and they will hold true. I would honestly recommend them. Yeah, I run several of them on my personal guns, and I love them. They work. They do the job, and a lot of them are really affordable too. And again, they qualify for coupon code 20th. I'm just saying. Use coupon code 20th, and you'll be getting that extra 10% off that optic. It depends on your style, honestly, but all of them are going to be very good. Okay, let's see here. Any new optics in stock Prime Tech Customs? Yes, actually. If you go here to the new products page, right? Got some new mounts. We actually just got in a few more Lance Tactical optics as well, like the MOA red dot and green dot sights. We have some more like the RMRs. I'm going to come included with the Picatinny mount. They are detachable. We also have some Lancer Tactical branded FC1 style optics. So I know we had the Atlas Custom Works ones, but now we just got the Lancer ones. And I'm not going to lie, the Lancer ones are a little more affordable. So just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there too. Let's see here. They got a great video on batteries also on YouTube. Yes, Acrite. Absolutely. We do. If you guys didn't know, for anyone that's like wondering what type of battery that they should get for their airsoft gun, make sure to go ahead and check out the YouTube video that we put out, specifically talking about LiPo batteries and different types of batteries. There's a lot of good tips in there. Learn from our mistakes. Cisco does go into a little bit of a tangent of a story of his friend whose dog bit through a LiPo battery. If y'all didn't know, that was me. That was my dog that bit through the LiPo battery because my dog is too goddamn smart for her own good and knows how to open drawers and doors, which she's also very destructive, so, Oh, okay, this is a good one. Whiskey as who makes a better pistol, AW Custom or WeTech? So, AW Custom, from what we can tell, the actual OEM of that is WeTech. So it's essentially the same company, right? Maybe with just a few like different colored components, but we look at them and it's like, this came from the same factory. Remember, you guys have to remember that airsoft guns, a lot of them do come from the same factories, right? They just have different labels slapped on them. Maybe they have like different colored like externals, but at the end of the day, if you really look at the components, like they're pretty much the same, right? And a lot of them do come from the same factories, right? Like and AW Custom, WeTech, it is going to be the same thing. From what we can tell, it is the same. So not really too much of a comparison there. I know AW Custom has some cool looking pistols, but yeah. See, what's the best chest rigger plate carrier for under $100? Caden. Okay, so many for asking questions. I'm new to Airsoft. Dude, no, Caden, I do not care if you're new to Airsoft, man. Like, I prefer it. I want to see more newer players actually ask their questions because, again, if it means that another Airsofter is joining this hobby and getting the correct information out there, and at the very least, the most unbiased information out there, and again, I'm not trying to like swindle anyone out of more money. I want to make sure that everyone has options and that I'm finding options within people's budgets, right? I'd rather you ask those types of questions. I want to make sure I help everyone out as much as I can. I do the same thing for like in-store too. If I ever get like an in-store customer, all of my guys, Justin, Victor, and Woo, even Brendan too, they will find something that's going to work for your budget. But for tactical gear, for under $100, honestly, you cannot go wrong with Condor, dude. Like, Condor is going to be, like, the GOAT. Especially if you're trying to find something good quality, it's going to save you money. Them and Lancer, too. Even Lancer tactical plate carriers are fucking dope. Like, I have some of them, and they're great. They do their job very well. Oh, fuck. I accidentally just searched up Condor instead of just going through the... It's going to take a while for this computer to load. God damn it. All right, I'm just going to go through here. Let's go here. Tactical gear. Let's go plate carriers. For under $100, I would say refine search. Let's go with Condor Outdoor. Yep. Search that up. Yeah. Okay, well, it depends on what color, too, that you're hoping to find, right? If you want something pretty basic, you can always go with, like, a Sentry style plate carrier. Perfect, right there. Even in Multicam Black, honestly, this shit goes hard. Like, Multicam Black, done right, it looks good, right? So you can get like a basic Sentry plate carrier, right? Can hold up the dummy plates just fine. This is going to feature a like pretty much no main cummerbund, so you can't put like any sort of pouches on the side. But if you're trying to be a little bit more minimalist and like not have a whole lot of bulk on your sides, then yeah, absolutely go with that. I kind of did something similar on my plate carrier. I got rid of my normal cummerbund and I just got like an elastic band on there instead. But honestly, this works just fine. This is pretty simple. A lot of guys will use this. They prefer this. There's other options as well. And again, $79.95. And again, coupon code 20th, 20% off. Or coupon code GEAR, I should say. Coupon code GEAR for 20% off, right? Yeah, there's a ton of different options that are available right now. And some of even the ones that are over $100, again, use the coupon code. You get 20% off, right? The Sentry's probably going to be like a lot of people's go-to, right? It also depends on how they fit you as well. There's many different styles. But yeah, Condor is definitely like one brand I would definitely keep my eye on. If you want chest rigs, my favorite chest rig to recommend for like, especially for like beginners, right? Just something, if you're looking for something that's going to be good for everything, then I would say, again, it's not the perfect roll for necessarily everything because it doesn't have the most amount of pouches, but for regular walk-on players getting into the hobby, this is the easiest choice you can make. Go with one of these guys. Look up WoW Sport Chest Rig, right? Okay, mouse doesn't work for some reason. Look up WoW Sport Chest Rig, and these chest, we carry these in store. Like I insist on carrying these in store because these are dope. These are super affordable. $39.99 and coupon code GEAR for 20% off. Fuck, dude, you are saving a fuck ton of money. This thing is super dope. It already has like the inserts for 5.56, right? You can put 3 and 4 pouches right up in the front, and even further up front, you have this little like admin pouch here. Unzip that, and there's actually 2 like pockets where you can put 2 more M4 style magazines, right? You can put those in. What I like to go ahead and do, adjust it so that it kind of sits a little bit higher, because again, I don't really need it to sit super low, but if you like it to sit low, you can. It's fully adjustable, right? I like to use this in conjunction with these Lancer or these WoW Sport sub-abdominal chest rigs. These pouches, these things are dope because there's adhesive on the backside of the WoW Sport chest rigs, and this sticks right onto it. Stick that bad boy right on, and you have more pouch space. And again, you can put like your Allen key set, a multi-tool of some kind, a knife if you need it. I mean, I don't know what you would need a knife for, but you never know. Literally any type of blade, your cell phone, your wallet, your car keys. That's what I put in mine. I put wallet, car keys, my cell phone, just because again, I don't want to have to carry that in my actual pockets. And dude, it's like you're set, and it's like, and again, super cheap, $14.50, right? Again, put those two together and use coupon code GEAR, and you get 20% off, right? And again, if you guys want to go ahead and place an order too, again, anything $50 or more, tactical gear included too. If you go ahead and place an order and you have a bunch of tactical gear on there and it's it's over $50, you get 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway if you order like now. Because again, end of the live stream, that's it. Like that's it, folks. Ain't no more. All right, let's see here. Jimmy the Mad Viking, bet most important upgrade for a VSR 10. That pretty much goes like I mentioned it earlier for gas block pistols, but I'm gonna say the same thing for most sniper rifles too. Inner barrel. Again, this goes for any airsoft gun, literally any airsoft gun, right? The number one thing that you should be upgrading: bucking, inner barrel, and the hop up nub. But like inner barrel and bucking would probably be like the two biggest ones, in my opinion, right? Oh, apologies. The bucking and the inner barrel is going to be the biggest things, right? Because a lot of the barrels that you get out of the box from sniper rifles, unless you're going with like a Modify M24, like they're not going to be coming included with a Type 4 inner barrel. Some might, but I haven't seen too many that do. And even then, like you typically want to go for a nicer material for the inner barrel itself as well, because a lot of them are using like the brass or like that copperish sort of like material. Like I go with steel, definitely a lot better. So recommend that, especially if you want better consistency. That's like the number one thing. Please put a Q in front of that. Okay, no, okay, say, make sure I'm not missing any question. Okay, cool. Are Land Tactical Optics any good? Yes, I answered that one. Yes, they are good. I do recommend them. Most important upgrade for VSR 10, I answered that one too. Any news about CSPC? Answered that one as well. If you have got if you get a sticker, the sticker has to have you wearing the Star Wars. Oh, if you want me in my like modern day Stormtrooper outfit, dude, yeah, no, that's definitely like one of the options we'd have to give to the artist. Like, have me donning my my modern Stormtrooper kit. If you guys haven't seen it, check out the BB Wars, my BB Wars loadout video. That one was pretty dope. I'm really proud of how that video came out. And also the clean house mission. Dude, that clean house mission video that we filmed, oh my god, that one was sick. Like, I love that video. Honestly, share that video around too. That video does not get enough love. Chibi Isaias patch. Dude, I would love a Chibi Isaias patch. I would love to go and have that like be shared around. My girlfriend would buy like 10. Please give a thumbs up if you like the video. Yes, please. A thumbs up always helps out. Again, the YouTube algorithm fucking hates airsoft and anything related to firearms, so it really helps us out. To noob day today, and the ghillie hat and never got hit, and 26 kills. Jim the Mad Viking, what an absolute fucking unit, my guy. Good for you, dude. That's fucking awesome, man. Like, you got 26 kills? I'm sorry, like the text is always like a little bit smaller on screen, but 26 kills, dude, that's fucking impressive, man. As a sniper, that's good, dude. You know what you're doing. Good job, man. That's it. We only had like 9 players, dude. Hey, man, it works, man. Like, you did a good job. Again, that's what I'm saying. If you're a good enough player, it doesn't matter what platform you're given. You will find a way to go ahead and get kills, right? You will find a way to go ahead and be an asset to your team and get plenty of kills. Let's see. Please, I heard that Airsoft might die or something in the U.S. because of a law or something. This comes from... Oh, God, it moved. Flower Flames. Hold on. It just moved so fast. Almost there. Okay, I heard that Airsoft might die or something in the U.S. because of something. So it's not that it's dying. There was a threat to Airsoft, and it's still, technically speaking, looming in the background. It just isn't fully like present yet right now because it's been pushed back. But there was a new regulation called CPS, whatever the fuck. I'm not going to try to remember that. But yes, there was a regulation going around that was meant for, it was a commerce issue. It wasn't necessarily solely an Airsoft. It wasn't a firearms. It wasn't a politically driven, from what we can tell. It was a commerce issue that wasn't fully thought out and could have pretty big ripple effects on not just Airsoft, but Gel Blaster, and like any sort of replica firearm, like toy, like industry. It has major effects on that, right? Where basically every single Airsoft gun, every variation, everything that has its own identification number would have to be sent to a third-party lab in order to be inspected and meet a certain criteria in order for it to be called an Airsoft gun or a replica, right? Now, the problem is we don't know who this third party was. We didn't know what their search or what their criteria was going to be for passing it as a replica, right? Because if it could be like something like, oh, the orange tip is not plastic, right? It's a real firearm. Well, then all those KWA like Ronin T10s and T6s that have the metal flash hider, they would be considered real firearms, and we wouldn't have any way of getting them in, right? And not only that, but if that were to come true, if it were to be like something like that, where the requirements for it to be an Airsoft gun, right? You know, it has to have like an orange receiver, whatever their criteria might have been, that they just, whatever criteria they pulled out of their ass, essentially. If companies don't want to do that because that's going to like take away sales, they're not going to want to go ahead and sell in the U.S. market anymore at that point. And Airsoft would essentially kind of die. It would be definitely changed for sure, like long term. But thankfully, we were able to get enough signatures. It's been pushed back, but it's not completely dead. We will be keeping tabs on it. And the minute we find more concrete evidence that something, like if it comes back and like again it's on the table again, we will try to make sure that everyone is informed as much as we know. All right, let's see here. We fought it, failed. It fought it in one. So for now, yeah, for Jim the Mad Viking. For now, that's the key phrase. I don't want to. I don't want to like again. I'm not about fear mongering. That's not what we're about. But I do want to make sure that people are aware that it's not entirely dead. It's just looming in the background. Okay, Whiskey, can I run a small Tamiya LiPo on a Lancer Tactical Raider Gen 2? Yes, you can. You can run here's the thing, you can run LiPo batteries on pretty much any Airsoft gun. It mostly depends on the voltage, right? Now, with the standard Gen 2s like the Raider, there is no MOSFET or micro switch trigger, so technically speaking, you are a little bit more at risk for damaging the trigger contacts and some of the internals with using 11.1. However, with that said, I will say that the Lancer Tactical Gen 2s hold up very, very, very well with an 11.1, and we've been using 11.1s to test fire like our Lancer Tacticals, and they work great. But again, just take that information and do with it what you will. You can always use a 7.4 if you're really worried about it, and it'll be fine. Just bear in mind the 7.4 is slower in its rate of fire and the trigger response. The 11.1 is going to be faster and a lot snappier on the trigger. But again, just take that, do with it what you will. Thanks, man. No, of course, man. Will you guys sell TM Saiga? The Saiga 12? Most likely. If we don't already, we probably will. Cisco said he would send me the shopping spree giveaway yesterday, just waiting for it still. IGL Frost. If you were the winner of the shopping spree giveaway, yeah, we will be sending you the credit to your account shortly, if he hasn't already. I see blue optics adds to Wish's Prime Tech Customs. Yeah, man, those blue optics, they look kind of cool. I'm kind of tempted, I'm not going to lie. Especially the FC1. Those look sick. Jim the Mad Viking. Yeah, most important upgrade for a VSR 10. Yeah, answer that one. Again, that was going to be bucking and inner barrel. That's like the two biggest ones that you can do. Okay. Flower Flame, I recently got a Gen 3 Lance Tactical LT32, and I want to get an 11-1 LiPo 30C because it can hold a longer charge than the 11-1 25C batteries, but the Gen is advertised up to 25, not 30C. So, okay, so the how long it will last is not necessarily determined by the C rating, or it's mostly determined by the milliamperage. That's what's going to usually let you know how long the battery's going to last, right? It's milliamperage, not the C rating. So you can use an 11-1, that's totally fine. Yeah, here's the thing. C rating, when it comes to like Airsoft brand batteries, they're not like 100% accurate. They're usually a little bit less than what they advertise. But again, we do have to specify that there is a limit to how much Airsoft gun internals can handle, right? Like if it says 30C, you can use it. Just bear in mind, we don't always recommend it. Again, stick to like 25 or lower and just go for a high milliamperage. Those Titan batteries that like we have, or even the Zion Arms batteries, but first of all, they come from the same factory, right? So there you go. But number two, like they have a really high milliamperage, right? Like you're talking like 2,000, maybe 3,000 milliamps, right? So they can last you a long ass time. But they also have a low discharge rate too. They're like 10C. They're like super low, right? So the C rating doesn't really affect it too much if you're talking about just longevity of how long you can get off of a full charge battery. It's also dependent on how you shoot. The more you shoot, the more likely you are to go ahead and run out faster. Makes sense, right? Just having the higher number does help. Do you know on my Kythera might be shooting solo? There are no air leaks. It's shooting from 100 to 200 FPS. That my first instinct would be a leak somewhere, Eagle Airsoft. If anything, go ahead and DM us. That way, when the guys who are a little bit more familiar, the techs that are a little more familiar with HPA, can come in and they will be able to go ahead and help you out a little bit more. I am limited on my knowledge on HPA. That's the one platform I haven't really tackled yet. I'm working on it. And we can go ahead and get you taken care of, and we can start troubleshooting with you from there. But yeah, we can definitely help you out, Eagle Airsoft. Will I look like a noob if I play my first game in jeans? Whiskey. No, dude. Honestly, here's the thing. Jeans and like just regular civilian clothes, right? Like a t-shirt, jeans, and you wear like tactical gear above that. That is a vibe. That is a straight vibe, my dude. Like that speaks like contractor. You know, like that is mercenary level right there, right? Like you are just some dude hired, like the PMC look. Right, that is absolutely a look, and that was very prevalent, and still is very prevalent in the airsoft scene, because again, it's a lot more affordable than having to buy a full set of camouflage. Like, look what I'm wearing, right? Like, you don't need all this. I wear it because it's cool, and airsoft, to an extent, is a bit of a fashion show. And with that said, that's another outlet or another faucet of like airsoft fashion, if you will, wearing like doing like a PMC style loadout. Absolutely. You see PMC, or if you've seen the movie like 13 Hours, right? Those guys looked hella dripped. But guess what? It was very minimalist. They were rocking like some bare bones plate carriers, some of them, and some of them were wearing just flannels. Some of them were just wearing t-shirts. John Krasinski's character, yeah, he was literally wearing just like basic black shirt or blue shirt and like jeans, right? And whatever shoes that he had, and just like literally like a Sentry style plate carrier right on top. And he didn't wear anything, of course, pouches and radio and a helmet. But other than that, that was pretty much it. You actually don't need much to not look like a noob. And even then, nothing wrong with looking like a noob, man. We were all there. You know, I literally went out on my first couple of airsoft games in like full face mask, like a big ass like snow hoodie, right? A hoodie literally built for the snow. I was dripping in sweat. I have to take it off midway through the game. And like sweatpants, right? I was dying. I was literally dripping sweat. I had to change because it was just too much. And I also didn't want to get hit, right? And just a base, like I was carrying magazines in my pocket. It just wasn't good. So I mean, like you can do that still, and you can still get kills if you're good. I did, you know. Not saying that I'm good. I just happen to get very, very lucky as a beginner. No, I've been playing airsoft for 3 years and I still wear jeans. Yeah, dude, I'll go out in jeans too. Sometimes I'll go out in like a hula shirt, like jeans. And just whatever plate carrier like I feel like wearing or chest rig on right on top, and you don't need much. Okay, play my first games in jeans with all my spare bags in front of my hoodie pocket. Most important thing is get out and play. Absolutely, that is the number one thing. At least you're out there playing and being active. That's the biggest thing, guys. Even in some milsims, there are people in jeans. Yeah, dude, Jim the Mad Viking, you absolutely bring up a good point. If you go as like a civilian side or like Op 4 or like a militia, yeah, like you could wear jeans. I mean, it's recommended you wear like, you know, surplus camouflage like woodland or something, but yeah, no, 100% you can wear jeans. That's not a problem. You look like a civilian. That's the whole point. You are meant to look like a civilian. Jeans are literally speak civilian. All right, let's see here. Make sure. It's nervous if I wore people would lay like, oh my god, here comes the noob. No, dude. Honestly, here's the thing about like airsoft. Like, if you find that there are people like that on the field, they're just the assholes. They do not speak for the majority of the airsoft community. The majority of the airsoft community is going to be very warm and welcoming towards any new player, especially if you let them know, like, if you're working on a team, like, hey, I'm here by myself. You want to work with me, or hey, I'm going to push towards this sector. Can you work with me? I see that. I'm going to work with you. You are going to be my ride or die homie. I'm going to make sure that, like, that happened at BB Wars, right? Like last time, there was a lot of like players there that had shown up and they didn't know like where they were. I didn't know where I was either, but they wanted to work with me. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to work with you. Fuck yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to get this objective. I don't care if you're like 90% of you right now with me are absolutely new players. We're working together and we're going to cap this fucking point. All right, let's see here. The same. I've tried some tactical pants, but I always go back to my 511 jeans. Hey man, 511 jeans are good. They're good jeans. Ryan Slab, how good is the SEMA VSR 10? I mean, as long as the VSR 10, like, you can pretty much use, like, you can find upgrade parts for it and it'll be fine. My personal favorite VSR 10, if you're looking for recommendations, honestly, and to save money, VSR 10 is honestly gonna be the double bell VSR 10. I fucking love those things, right? Let's see here. Oh, hell yeah. They're on a shocker deal. Absolutely. You can go ahead and get... Oh, is this graffiti one? That one's interesting. For $94. Oh, you can... Oh, hell yeah. The imitation wood. This one, I would cop this one in a heartbeat. You can get a double barrel VSR 10 bolt action sniper rifle, right? This thing, like, we actually had some of our previous techs actually open one of these guys up because they wanted to see, like, okay, how good is it really, right? They're curious. They like snipers. And again, they were surprised at the level of quality that went into the double bells. And they're already shooting like pretty fucking hot out of the box, like 450 to 460 FPS right out of the gate. Like, cool. And if you go ahead and swap out the inner barrel, you're probably going to see an increase too, right? Again, swap out the inner barrel, swap out the bucking, and you are set, right? You could always get a zero trigger for one of these guys if you really wanted to. But even then, like, you are pretty much good as is. Slap an optic on there once you have the inner barrel and bucking, and you are good to just start like headshotting people. All right, let's see here. And it's cheap, too, like $94.76 shocker deal. Just saying, you order it now, you get 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway, you get 5 chances to win $600. All right, let's see here. See the thumbs up video if you haven't already. Yep. Oh, God, it moved so fast. Okay. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, yeah, I think I'm getting a little more caught up now. I had to come dressed all Milsom just for a regular walk-on game. Nah, dude, hell nah. For a regular walking game, fuck no. I mean, there are like special events that maybe fields will do, right? Well, they'll have. I think there's one field. I think it's, what the fuck is it called? Is it True Aim? No, I don't remember what the name of the field is, but they'll have like a Milsom day on Sundays only, where they'll actually like organize it by like team uniform. But other than that, like regular walk-on fields, nah. They know that people aren't gonna like always buy like multicam or camouflage or BUs, right? People are just gonna show up in whatever they want to wear. And that's totally okay. Like, it does not matter what you wear at the end of the day, right? All right, let's see here. The clean house video is awesome. Thank you. Much appreciated that, Whiskey. That was freaking cool. Safe to run a small team in the generator. I answered that one. Yes, it is safe to run that. What should I play, Airsoft or Paintball? Be unbiased. This comes from Tristan Dillingham. Okay, biased answer is Airsoft, obviously. Unbiased answer, whatever it is that you want to play. Right? Believe it or not, Airsoft and Paintball have a lot more in common than people really give it credit for. We seem to forget, as Airsofters too, that Paintball, a lot of us came from Paintball, right? Some of the tactics that you find, especially like in the Speed QB community, in the indoor scene, a lot of those tactics of how you play came from Paintball. And that's a totally valid strategy, right? Like, it totally makes sense, right? It's very high speed, very intense. I think paintball's dope as fuck, right? Personally, I think just Airsoft is just way better, and if I'm going to spend money, I'd rather spend it on Airsoft because I also feel like it's cheaper and more realistic, which is what I wanted. But paintball's cool too, dude. Honestly, if you want to do paintball, by all means, do paintball. If anything, I would say do paintball every once in a while, and then hit Airsoft too, man. Why not do both? ¿Por qué no los dos, right? Okay, let's see here. How good? I answered that one already. Thank you. Okay, so no, of course, dude, anytime. Is there Dean's LiPo battery I can use with the MGC4 with a regular smart battery charger? Okay, so remember, I'm not sure what you mean by a regular smart battery charger. With LiPo batteries, they are required to be charged with a LiPo balance charger. If you attempt to charge... Oops, sorry, I don't know what happened. If you attempt to charge a LiPo battery with like a regular nickel metal hydrate charger or anything else that wasn't designed for it, the battery will puff up because it's being charged. It's not being balanced when it's charging. It's gonna blow up. Like it'll turn into a ball of fire and explode. And I'm not saying that to try to like make people like be afraid or anything. I'm trying to. It's a safety issue, right? I want to make sure that everyone's safe when using a LiPo battery and they don't repeat my mistake. I'm going. You guys know that that's happened to me. Like when I was super nervous and I didn't pay attention to what the charger I plugged a LiPo battery into. And like I caused a little bit of a fire. I caused the fireball, right? It can happen. Or your battery can start smoking too. That's another reaction. It's just not safe. It's very unstable, and you have to make sure that you're using the proper charger for it. The MGC4 is wired to Deans, but that doesn't mean that you only have to get batteries that are pre-wired Deans. What you can do too is you can also just buy a battery, and you can ask us to go ahead and do a Dean service as well. So if you buy the MGC4, right? Buy the MGC4 from us. You can also buy here. See, 11.1 volt LiPo. I misspelled. Well, I didn't misspell it, but I added a freaking sign in there. But okay, you can get like say, where is it? This one. If you want to go ahead and get like the G&G one, you can. Personally, I think you would probably be a little bit better, honestly, going off with like here, either one of those or where is it? Yeah, here we go. You can go with like one of these. It's 1,100 milliamperage LiPo stick battery, right? I use this battery. I always recommend it. Dope. It works great, especially if you have like you're solely limited to the buffer tube for battery space, right? Get this battery. We offer a Dean's rewire service for $5. You can go ahead and pay for that as well. So if you want to do that, order that, and before the battery ships out, I've done it before where we'll go ahead and rewire the battery for Deans for you. It's not a hard process. If you have like a basic solder kit at home and some heat shrink and the connectors, like just to swap them out, it's very easy. It's not a difficult process. It takes like 5-10 minutes to do for batteries or for guns as well. But if you want something that's already pre-Deansed, you can go with Lancer Tactical 11.1 volt. Let's see here. You can grab one of these guys if I can find it. 1 second. Yeah. This one is a lower milliamperage, so I would definitely recommend picking up more than one. I'd probably recommend picking up 2, maybe 3. This is a 600 milliamperage battery. It's already pre-wired to Deans. These are dope. We used to have the higher milliamperage ones pre-wired to Deans, like 1,000, but those sold out like so quickly. We haven't been able to see a restock on those for a while. But yeah, I would recommend that one too. I've used this one for the MGC4 shooting videos that I do on social media. Very easy battery to acquire. Very affordable. But yeah, you have options. Is 50C battery safe to use? I mean, again, relaxing noise sound. It's like what I said earlier, right? You can use a high discharge rated battery, but personally, I wouldn't. Again, the most I would say would be like maybe like 30C, and even then that's kind of pushing because again, they're not like 100% accurate, right? The C rating is never 100% accurate from what they say on the packaging. But with that said, I personally just wouldn't risk it. Okay, let's see here. Hey boss, for the MGC4 Mark II, what externals are polymer and can any, if it be replaced for metal? Very new to airsoft, lol. Okay, Cody, that's not a bad question. I get it. Like when you see like guns being advertised as full metal construction, and when you get them in, sometimes you get like 1 or 2 polymer components. I will say this: the polymer components that are polymer should stay polymer, because so like the pistol grip, right? The pistol grip that you get or the motor grip is going to be made out of polymer. Polymer does a better job not getting super hot, right? If you're running a motor, the motor can get warm. So if you were running it in a metal casing, what can happen is that like the metal is going to get warm and stay warm and keep your motor warm. And it's going to keep it hot too if it gets even hotter. So personally, I wouldn't do it. Polymer is definitely a lot better to have of a choice for a pistol grip. The stock itself is polymer. Honestly, like I don't know why you would want a metal version. I mean, if you do, we sell them online. Personally, I would keep it there. It's a great stock. It's very adjustable. You can get it to whatever length of pull you need it to, and it's very easy to access the buffer tube space itself to put in a battery and charger, to put in a battery. I personally would keep it stock as is, like just leave it alone. If anything, I mean, you can change out, obviously, like there's 14 millimeters counterclockwise threads at the end of the outer barrel. It's using an orange plastic flash hider, which we recommend. Technically speaking, you keep on. However, if you do decide to go to remove it, we do sell other accessories available on our website, mock suppressors, tracer units, other flash devices. You can go ahead and swap that out if you really wanted to. But for everything else, it's going to be polymer. It's going to be polymer. That's metal receiver. Everything that's polymer should probably stay polymer. But again, you can swap them out if you wanted to. I just personally want to recommend it, especially not the motor grip. Keep that polymer. Okay, what's the Best gas pistol for $100. Ryan's Shaw. For Ryan Shaw, let's see. What would I recommend? For $100 and not more. That is a tough one. Okay, I think Raven Airsoft. I think there was a model in Raven Airsoft. Let me double check. I'm gonna look through here, see what I can find. Typically, like, you can find models like the double bell, or not double bell. Am I blanking out on the name? Army Armament does sell some pistols that are going to be pretty affordable. But if you want cheaper than that, Golden Eagle does have like some of their 1911s that are retailing for like 80-ish bucks. Those are always really good. Okay, yeah. Well, it depends on what you're hoping to do. You can go with, okay, if you want $100 exactly, how about this? You can go with the Raven Airsoft 5.1 high kappa, right? Using standard TM spec internals, meaning you can swap out anything internal that you want to and upgrade it or replace it when things start wearing down. Magazine compatibility is going to be across the board. You can use pretty much anything with this bad boy. And for $99, yeah, that'd probably be the one that I'd recommend. It's going to come with a few goodies out of the box. I believe it's going to come included with an additional spring and loading nozzle, so there's always that, right? Again, use coupon code 20th use coupon code 20th, and you're going to get 10% off. But if you place your order before the end of the stream, we're only got like, 30 more minutes left of the stream, if that? Yeah, 30 more minutes left of the stream, and you'll be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway for $600. That's going to be hosted this coming Thursday, so place your order for one. Okay, let's see here. I just got into Airsoft and have a Game Face AK. The sport is awesome. Been playing for about a month. Only been to one skirmish, though. Okay. Yeah, man. I played my first game with jeans and flannel. Yeah, dude, like, seriously, like, you can wear whatever it is that you want. And technically speaking, you can run whatever it is that you want, too, at an airsoft field. As long as it follows the field rules and regulations, it's not shooting too hot. That's pretty much all the field is really, at the end of the day, going to care about. Actually, noise sound. Love that movie. Yeah. What is the best flowback pistol for $100? Answered that one already. I just raw Dickies. Yeah, man. Jeans all the way. Kyle Hammonds, what battery charger would you suggest for the Zion Arms? Okay, this is a good one. R15. What size BBs? Anything else should I should make sure to have or ask for with my first AEG purchase? Well, Kyle Hammonds, honestly, good choice with the R15. That's another great option for you. Okay, so with the Zion Arms R15, you can run an 11-1. Easy, right? It already comes included with a pre-installed MOSFET. It's the Nebula MOSFET that is programmable. So you can program it to shoot burst fire modes, and you can also get a binary trigger function. If you guys don't know what binary is, pull the trigger once, it shoots. Let go again, it'll shoot again. So as fast as you can go ahead and pull the trigger. It's freaking dope, right? Excellent finish on the gun. But as far as the battery and charger, again, you are going to be limited to the buffer tube when it comes to battery space. So going with that type of battery that I showed you guys earlier, 11.1, Echo, let's see here. Yeah, going with this battery right here would be my number one recommendation, right? Going with one of those. It is pre-wired to Dean's, so just bear that in mind. You are going to want to go ahead and swap that bad boy out to a Dean's connector. You can go ahead, again, order this battery online and also order the Dean's Rewire service, and we can take care of that for you. It's literally just $5 extra, and we can go ahead and get that all taken care of for you, right? If you want to go ahead and you can also use the Lancer Tactical 11.1 volt. Waiting for that to load. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, one of these guys. You can get the 600 milliamperage. That easily fits in there. It's such a small battery, right? But again, the downside is that one is a lower milliamperage, but it is pre-wired to Dean, so take that what you will. Plug that in, right? That should be totally fine. Charger, you can use any LiPo balance charger that you want. As long as it, again, is a LiPo balance charger, you are totally fine to use whatever brand you like. Personally, charger, I like the Echo 1. I just think it's the most simple. It's the easiest to work with. I love these a lot, and they're pretty affordable too. $30, that ain't bad. Honestly, that's really good. And again, you can get it discounted with coupon code 20th. Just saying. Yeah, that would be the battery and charger that I'd recommend. Now, as far as the BBs, now here's the thing. You said size BBs. The thing, Kyle Hammonds, with BBs is that they're all going to be the same size. All the BBs that we sell are going to be the exact same size. They're all going to be 6mm. That is the only size that airsoft guns can take. Now, that's good because, again, it means that all of them theoretically should work.
Now, there is a bare minimum weight requirement for all like good quality airsoft guns, and that's going to be 0.20 gram or above. That's the weight itself. And all the different weights are going to have an effect on the performance, right? If you're just looking for just sheer like maximum range, right? Then yeah, you go with a lighter weight BB like a 0.20, right? It's going to travel the furthest, but it's not going to be very accurate, right? Now, if you're playing in an indoor setting, it might not matter that much, but especially in an outdoor setting, if you're playing with a 2.0 and there's just a little bit of a cross breeze, even if you don't feel it, it can knock the BB right off course, right off trajectory, right? So that's why usually outdoor players will typically stick with something a little bit heavier. Their minimum is usually like a 0.25 or something even heavier than that. There is a limit usually to stock guns as to how heavy a BB they can lift. It's going to vary from gun to gun, but average I would say is like 3.0, 3.2 is like the limit that a stock gun can really lift before you start getting into some problems, right? Because again, there is a hop-up chamber that has to manually apply force down on the BB in order for it to generate that backspin, right? And the more heavy weight of a BB you are using, the more you have to push down in order for the hop to take effect, right? And you want to adjust it so you get the way ideally you're supposed to get it is that it hops up a little bit and then flattens out and then goes down. You don't want it to go ahead and just go straight up. You don't want it to just drop either by not adjusting it. You have to adjust it according to the weight that you're using. Personally, if you're playing outdoors, I would say go with a 2.5. You can pick up BBs at airsofting.com, of course, right? Super easy, very easy to do. And you can get a bag of like 4,000, 5,000 for like $12, $13, pretty cheap depending on the brand you buy. Yeah, as long as you're using 0.20 and above, 6mm BBs, you are totally fine. You can use whatever brand and gram you like. Again, I would just say maybe stick with something under 3.2. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. It moved so fast. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I possibly can. I just want to make sure I give everyone the correct amount of correct information, that I'm giving everyone the proper amount of time. The MCB pants, where those didn't fit. I have the SEMA VSR 10. Is it good? Again, like it's a VSR 10. Like I answered that question already, Ryan Shaw. It's a decent gun. It's a VSR 10, so you're gonna have like should be able to be upgraded. Personally, I'm more of a fan of the double bell VSR 10s. I think they're just a little bit better quality, and they are cheaper too. And I'm more I like those a little bit more. But you know, as long as it's a VSR 10, you have options out there, right? He's gonna thumbs if you like the video. Yes, please. The thumbs up really, really helps us out. Again, YouTube algorithm, YouTube gods, they do not fucking love airsoft, right? They hate it. They hate airsoft. So any help is much, much appreciated. And guys, if you want to go ahead and really support the channel, make sure to go ahead and pick up something. $50 or more will get you 5 chances of winning the shopping spree. Remember, normally you just play $20 and you get 1 entry into it, right? And that's it. That's pretty much all you can do. But right now, exclusive to the stream, we're going to be ending in just like 24 minutes. Yeah, in about 24 minutes, you're going to be able to go ahead and get 5 chances of winning $600 if you place a $50 or greater order with Airsoft GI right now. And you also have coupon codes 20th to get 10% off your purchase, and coupon code GEAR for any tactical you order so you can get 20% off. Make sure that you take advantage before the end of the stream. All right, let's see here. Flower Flame. Will 1300 milliamperage be enough for the 11.1 to last the whole day? If not, should I get 2 or 1 3000? Last thing I want to do is run the battery until it's dead because it's not like it recharges. Yes, no, I'm very good that you remembered that you can't discharge the battery fully. Flower Flame. It really is going to, again, like I said, it's going to come down to mainly milliamperage that you have, right? 1300? That's pretty good. Like, it depends on the player, right? If you're going to be expecting to be, like, pulling that trigger more frequently, if your gun is also using a MOSFET that is a constant drain MOSFET, meaning that even if you're not shooting it, it is still drawing power just to keep it up and running, then I would say pick up 2 batteries, right? I would say pick up 2. It's always a good idea. No matter what you're using, you pick up 2 batteries, have on you at all times that are fully charged and ready to go. So if you do run out, because shit happens, right? At the end of the day, shit happens. Nothing we can do about it. So when the worst comes, at least you have a battery backup that you can just roll with and just swap them out. Now, you can go with a higher milliamperage. Now, here's the catch. Here's the trade-off, though. Higher milliamperage batteries typically are a lot bigger than lower milliamperage batteries. And depending on the gun you buy, you might not have the battery space for it. Even if you have, like, PTS EPS, right? Like one of the biggest like battery space or battery friendly stocks you can get on the market. Even if you have a stock like that offers that much space, there is a limit to how much it can provide, right? Depending on the battery that you buy. If you buy like literally a gigantic brick, right? It might not fit because of its shape. Because again, in order to accommodate 4,000 milliamperage, it needs to be that shape. So just keep that in mind, what battery space you have. But 13 milliamperage or 1300 milliamperage should be more than enough for me. Especially if I'm rocking just a regular rifle, because I don't shoot unless I feel like I'm actually have the potential of killing someone. If I'm running LMG, of course, that's a different story. I pull that trigger like nobody's business, right? I pull the trigger like it's going out of style. But yeah, no, I definitely would recommend picking up more than one battery. That's always just going to be the smart thing to do, Chris Sheeran, how are you doing today? Chris, thank you very much for asking me. For everyone that asked how I was doing today, thank you. I'm actually doing very, very well. I'm very excited to be streaming. I was very, very upset last week when the stream was giving me issues, when tech was just failing me. But I'm glad we were able to get everything up and running, and I'm excited to be here, honestly. I really am happy to see a good turnout, too. I was very happy with that. When will the MGC4 performance models be made/shipped? I bought one, but has no ETA for production or anything. Okay, so we did offer a couple like ETAs. We have responded to this on previous live streams and YouTube videos as well. But the ETA is going to be towards the end of the month. The Performance Plus packages, as soon as we get those in and we can secure our shipment and they're inside the actual like main warehouse, what we do is we take the guns and we go ahead and do the installations ourselves. We do multiple a day. Usually we get them all done in like one day. As soon as we can get them actually inside the actual walk-in store is when we'll begin shipping them out. Because usually as soon as we get them in, we'll allocate the amount that we needed for the Performance Plus packages and just start building them immediately, right? I'll build some of the packages myself, right? But as soon as we can get them in, again, it's going to be towards the end of the month. Okay, Whiskey, what mock suppressors would look good on the Lancer Gen 3? So mock suppressors, again, like any other accessory, is going to be completely subjective as to what it is that you like, right? Some people want something a little bit longer. Some people want something a little bit shorter. Dirty joke. Anyway, but when it comes to like mock suppressors, yeah, it's really going to come down to individual preference, what you think looks cool on your gun, right? Let's see here. Mock suppressors. There we go. We sell a couple different models online, and you can always find one that's going to suit your preferences. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of mock suppressors just by themselves. I will usually go for like a tracer unit or like a mock suppressor that looks like or a tracer unit that looks like a mock suppressor, right? Whew, I don't know what's going on with me. But yeah, it's all going to be a matter of individual preference. You can find some that are like really cheap, like this guy, for example, right? Very plain Jane, 14 mm counterclockwise, mock suppressor. Like this thing is like $18. Right, it's pretty damn cheap. Literally just threads on. Yeah, I think it looks cool, but for me personally, again, if I'm gonna spend money on like another accessory, especially for a flash device, I'd rather just get like a tracer unit that looks like a mock suppressor. But again, that's individual preference. If you really want something just for the looks, yeah, you can get something as cheap as this, and it'll work just fine. Okay, let's see here. Make sure. Nguyen. None. I saw Cisco use ACW EG1 optic on the MGC4 review video. What's your thought on that optic? Honestly, I like the EG1s. I think they look cool. The reticle is nice and bright, or the dot, I should say, is nice and bright. I like the design. It's nice and slick and kind of futuristic almost. Big mailbox, as Boaz likes to say. Yeah, I got no complaints about them. I need to get a little more experience with them, using them firsthand, but from what I've tested them with, like on the range, just playing with them casually, like great optic. Flower Flame. Also, is the Lancer LT32 Gen 3 good? Yeah, dude, honestly, the LT32, there's several versions of the LT32, but the Gen 3s overall, great gun. I think the Gen 3s definitely have, like, they're definitely one of the better bang for your buck models out there, and they're pretty good quality, honestly. I really like the Gen 3s. Like, again, you're getting so many features out of the box, right? 603 Type 4 inner barrel. Rotary style hop chamber, which I'm going to address that, by the way. And I know a lot of you guys are like, especially newer players that are used to like the guns coming included with, Type 4 barrels and rotary hop-up chambers. I get it. It's what's like kind of slowly becoming the standard. But you have to understand, I've been playing for 13 years. That is 100% an upgrade for me, right? That is 100% an upgrade. Like, that is amazing that we live in a time now where you can get an airsoft gun that comes pre-installed with all these great features right out of the box. You don't need to install anything, right? It is going to be a true quick change spring system. It means that you can easily swap out that spring to fit your field's needs, whatever their FPS requirements are. Again, super, super convenient. Always love that. But yeah, so I can always get behind the Gen 3s. See here, make sure. I know you only have so much time to answer each question. Appreciate you taking the time to answer mine. Yeah, no worries, Kyle. Again, to everyone in the chat right now, I tried my best to make sure I answer everyone's questions. I'm not perfect. I might make a mistake and miss yours by accident, especially if there's no cue in front of the message itself in the live chat. But I will do my best to make sure that I am on top of everyone's questions and that I answer everyone's, and I give everyone equal share of their time, right? Darktree buys it just up later. Darktree, he was in the storefront earlier today. It was pretty cool to see him again. I love it whenever the mods can come out to the actual front. Okay, this one's good. Ammo SQA. Do you have more power when shipping airsoft replicas to the U.S. from Asia? Because as a consumer, it's sometimes hard to get guns here that people ordered since U.S. Customs will just destroy it. I don't have power when it comes to the shipping process itself, right? Like we, as Airsoft GI, don't really like when it comes to like shipping to customers directly. Not really. Like again, like if we, or there's obviously shipments like, but we don't mainly deal with them directly. A lot of these shipments usually are handled by distributors. We are an airsoft retailer, so again, it goes like, I guess you have to like break it down, right? Manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and then consumer. That's how it gets broken down to, right? I guess that's like the basic breakdown. So we don't have to worry about that ourselves necessarily too much. We just make the order for it, and again, they're able to go ahead and bring it in. But we're not necessarily immune to anything going on when it comes to like shippings or customs, right? Again, that's why this regulation was such a big like deal to us, because again, it could have been seized by customs to again be inspected before we can ever receive it, or the distributor could ever receive their shipment of airsoft guns that they ordered from wherever their factory may be, right? That was a big concern of ours. But no, I get it, because I've ordered a few things international as well, and I've gotten lucky so far, but I get the idea where sometimes like you order something internationally and there is always going to be that potential that customs could seize it or just something happens, right? That's just, honestly, a lot of that's really out of our control. There's nothing we can do about it. You get Flash Hider, Predator Mark III, you get Flash Hider, Trace Unit, Mock Suppressor all in one. Fidel, yeah, that's a great choice. I love the Predator. Great option. Great option. You missed my question about the SSR4. Birdie Pesket. I didn't see your question. If you want, go ahead and you can answer. I didn't see your question earlier. What do you think? I wondered if it was worth getting. Not really. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of those guns. Not for like any one particular reason because they're bad or anything. I just feel like the price point, you can get other things, honestly. I feel like just, again, and again, like we don't carry because, again, it's not a gun that's something that we feel like is worth carrying, because you can get the exact same gun for just cheaper in the Lancer Tactical. Like, it really is at the end of the day. How are you today? Chris Sheeran asked. Dude, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Best way to put a scope cam on a VSR-10? Jim the Mad Viking. Ooh, that is actually a good question. I've never run scope cams, actually. That is like a faucet of airsoft I've never tried. I want to start bringing, like wearing like GoPros and start capturing more game footage. I did a little bit back in the day, but I want to start capturing game footage again, especially when I go out to like my Milsim events, right? And whenever I go to Milsim West game. I have one coming up in October too. I got to start preparing for. But no, yeah, I've never attached a scope cam, so I'm not the person to ask. If anything, you can DM us, and I can ask. Like, I think Cisco has a little more experience getting like actual scope footage. With his VSR-10 and his various other sniper rifles that he owns, I can definitely like go ahead and ask him. Just go ahead and DM us, and I can give you some recommendations. You said ask anything. If you have a BB that goes 22 miles an hour, how many? What? I don't understand that question, Harley. I do not understand that question. Okay. What goggles do you recommend for helmets? Is M1A2, Step V2, Abrams, NBT? When it comes to goggles, it really is going to depend on, like, again, individual preference and stylistically what you're looking for, right? See, 1 second. Yeah, it really depends on what it is that you're looking for, right? Now, personally for me, I like stuff that's a little bit more lower profile, right? So I usually go with the ASG. Let's type ASG goggles real quick. Waiting for that to load. Ah, dang it. Those are so... Well, this is the style that I normally would go with. I think there's more, though. I'm going to find some more. I'm going to give you more options. But going with something that's very low profile, nothing too bulky. You can go with, like, the Lancer Tactical like style goggles, and those work just fine. But they're actually very fairly priced, like usually less than $30, and they're going to be working great. Some of them will actually have the kit needed to go ahead and attach them directly to the helmet itself. Usually I like to go ahead and have standalone units just because it's not really that much of a deal for me. So let's see, ASG. Let's go eyes. I'm trying to find the actual model itself here. But yeah, usually going with something like really low profile is you actually. Oh, here, actually, I have my own. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Here we go. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so this is a pair of Vulcan goggles that I have. I believe we're currently sold out right now at the moment. But here, let's go ahead so you can get a better. A pair of Vulcan goggles like this, right? Mine are kind of like beat up and dirty right now because I haven't cleaned them since the last Muslim West event. But these are dope. These fit on your face. They're full seal, meaning there's no way that a BB can go ahead and get inside. They work great, honestly, for what I need to. And even when I wear helmets or like Ear Pro or something, it doesn't like ride up. It's not uncomfortable at all. It's very, very comfy. This is typically what I would like to recommend. Again, some people like the bigger style because it offers more like coverage, more protection. Personally, I don't really care. This suits my needs perfectly. If I get shot, it's my own damn fault. But again, that's just my mentality behind it. And again, guys, not too many people have actually taken advantage of the promos we got going on right now. Remember, any orders $50 or more will receive 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, and that's going to be for $600. That means you place an order that's $50 or more. It can be an accumulation of things. It can be for one thing in particular. Even gift cards, if you buy a gift card order, you can go ahead and do that as well. As long as it's $50 or more, you are going to be getting 5 chances of winning $600. Damn, that's 5 chances that they're not going to get back. So make sure you take advantage of that. Also, use coupon code 20th if you're buying anything off our website right now. You'll be getting 10% off your entire purchase. But if you're buying tactical gear, use coupon code GEAR to get 20% off. Again, guys, you don't want to miss your chance at taking advantage of all these promos going on right now. Get your entries in because, again, you could very well be the next winner of the $600 shopping spree giveaway. Last winner was, again, one-time buyer. It was a one-time buyer, and he got super lucky, and he was able to go in and claim that prize. You can be that next winner, but you got to go ahead and place your orders. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so order now. All right, let's see here. Just got invited to a big outdoor event in August. It'll be my first game. I'm very nervous, excited, as I've been waiting to play or wanting to play for a while now. I'll definitely be ordering through you guys. Hey, Kyle Hammonds, that's exactly what's up, man. You know exactly who's going to treat you well. Again, here's the thing, guys. Like, we're all airsofters. We all need BBs. We all need green gas. We all need things that are going to keep us in this hobby, right? We all need these consumables. And even if you're a new player, you're going to need the gun. You're going to need everything in order to get playing, right? You might as well shop with the only store that's willing to go ahead and reward your $20 plus order with a chance at winning these shopping spree giveaway. In addition to all these promos we have going on, right? Not only do we have some of the best, like literally the best prices on the airsoft market, but we're the only ones that are offering these like good deals, these promos right now for you to get even more of a chance at winning big. We're the only ones that are doing it. Literally the only ones that are doing it. I don't see anyone else doing this. So make sure that you place your orders and get entered while you can, right? Because again, we're the only ones doing this. You might as well support the guys that want to reward you back. Let's see. Are there any MSW events local close to SoCal? Ammo SQA. Yes, there is one that's coming up. Remember, it's they're not based out in one location. They will pretty much go throughout like most of the like western portion of the U.S. Starting to get into a little Midwest a little bit, I believe. But they're also even going down into like they've gone down to like Mexico. They're going to I think this one already passed. Or no, it's tickets have sold out. The Spain event that they're going to be hosting, that one is going to be dope as well. But the next one happening in SoCal is going to be at George Air Force Base. That one is going to be in October. I believe tickets are currently available for that. So if you want to hop in on that, just do it. I'll see you there. Dark Tree, yeah, it's going to be, where's the most event in October? It's going to be at Georgia Air Force Base. So it's in Victorville. It's like, what, an hour and a half at most away? Let's see here. How are you? And can you please answer my question, not just thank me for it? I believe I already answered your question, Chris Sheeran. I'm pretty sure I already answered that one. Have you ever had Albuquerque turkey? That one white guy. I don't know what that is. But no, I have not tried it. Let's see here. Asterix Jaeger. How did you learn to read and speak that fast? I'm not sure if that's a compliment, but if it is, thank you very much. I am a very good reader. All right, guys, remember, not too many people have taken advantage of the promos going on right now. We only got like about, say, like a little more than 7 minutes left of the live stream before we end. And again, you want to go ahead and place your orders now. Like, again, like this is the best time to go ahead and place your orders. Because again, all the regulars, they know that this is the best time to go ahead and do it because these promos are not permanent, especially this $50 one. This one is literally going to end soon. This is going to be ending at like as soon as it hits 30, that's it. We're done. We're not going to be running this promo again. $50 order, 5 entries, 5 chances at winning $600. Make sure that you place your orders while you can. And again, to help you guys out, we got 2 coupon codes. Not permanent. These aren't permanent. These are going to expire. Coupon code 20th right now will get you 10% off your purchase that you place, right? That can be for an airsoft gun. That can be for BBs, green gas, whatever it may be. You're going to be getting 10% off, right? As long as it's not a shocker deal, you will be getting 10% off. Even if it's already discounted. As long as it's not a shocker deal specifically, you get that additional 10% off. And if you use coupon code GEAR, if you are buying some tactical gear, again, you could be buying a plate carrier, a chest rig, if you want to buy some clothing, right? You want to go and get yourself a nice snazzy little helmet, maybe some dummy night vision goggles, right? Maybe some comms or whatever it may be. As long as it's tactical gear, use coupon code GEAR, you get 20% off. Don't miss your opportunity. Okay, let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Isn't the Milsim West event the same weekend as BB Wars? I think they're actually like 1 week apart. I believe that they are actually 1 week apart, if I'm not mistaken. Whiskey asks, what's your favorite Milsim type helmet? So there's not really any like one helmet that's designed for one style of play or another. Usually for like Milsim West events, if it depends on what faction I'm going, right? My favorite helmets in general are going to be either a Mitch 2002 helmet, because again, I'm kind of old school like that. I like the way it looks. It's kind of a vibe, and it's very comfy. But I'll also rock, if I want to do something a little more modern, like this type of kit, for example, I'll use like a Lancer Tactical airframe helmet, actually. We sell this on our website. This helmet is literally, let's see, Lancer Tactical Airframe. I misspelled. I forgot the M and the E. Oopsie. Let's see here. Just waiting for this to load. I'll just go here instead. Lancer Tactical Airframe. This to load. Wow, this internet is super slow. But basically, I got the helmet here, right? I got the helmet here, and I just started building it out. I got a airframe cover for it. Again, I wanted to give it that sort of multicam look to it, because originally it was just like straight like dark earth, but it was a little glossy, and I would have just hit it with a spray paint, and that would have been fine. But I was like, you know what? I'll go the extra mile. I'll give it like an actual cover, make it look a little more tactical. And then I put some dummy NVGs on there. Fake battery pack. Obviously, I can't afford real night vision. That's like $3,000-$4,000 easily starting, right? I also got the IFF light on there as well. Again, just wanted to make it look as cool as I possibly could. This one I don't normally use in that current setup. I'll usually take off the dummy nods and the battery pack. Yeah, I got one of these helmets. This one specifically, yeah. And it's like $60 on our website. But again, use coupon code GEAR and you're going to be getting 20% off that helmet. But this is a pretty decent helmet, honestly. I actually thoroughly enjoy it. No complaints on my end. I just wanted something a little more modern. And I saw the airframe and I was like, you know what? It looks cool. I'll do that one, right? As opposed to like your regular like faster like bump helmet. Let me just get something a little different, right? So I like that one a lot. But my favorite one's probably got to be the Mitch 2002. Yeah, gotta go with the Lancer Tactical, like Mitch 2002. Those are always like really dope. I think they're really cool. One of these you can get them, and they're like they're nice and weighty too. They're not like super light, like cheap plastic either. That's the one thing I hate when it's like super like very very cheap plastic. Fully adjustable, so you can get it to like whatever size head you are. A lot of bigger head dudes also run these as well because again they seem to work and they fit very very well and they're comfy. They're just very very comfy helmets. Now because they are heavier, over time that can weigh down on your neck. But honestly, like it's fine with me. I don't really mind it. But sometimes I won't even for Milsim events. I won't even wear a helmet. Sometimes I'll literally I'll wear like my bandana, right? Especially if it's hot, right? If I'm hot and I'm outside, sometimes a boonie hat or just a bandana just to keep the sweat out of my eyes, and like some ear pro just to make sure if there's like throwing some thunderies or if there's technicals, I don't lose my hearing. Tinnitus, is not very fun. These area fans look towards George Air Force Base. See, you were about to check out. Fidel, you were about to check out, I see. It's Chris Shearman. Do you have Alice style gear? Personally, no. I do need to go ahead and get some Alice gear stuff because I am working on an older kit right now. But more details on that as it gets closer. We might be doing a tactical gearheads on that one. Maybe in the future if we want to go ahead and do it. But yeah, I will be needing some Alice gear as well. Can I run a Perun V2 in a KWA Eve? You should be able to go ahead and run pretty much any MOSFET you want in the KWA originals. Last I checked, because they even advertised too that they were like gate tight and ready. So that means that they should be able to go ahead and take any MOSFET, as far as I can tell. Cool helmets, yes, absolutely. Relaxing noise sound. Would you recommend dye mask for outdoor fields? If you are looking for a mask that's just basically guaranteed not to fog on you, yeah, absolutely. I would 100% recommend going with a dye mask, right? Dye mask, here's the thing. Aesthetically, they're not my favorite style, right? Like, it's definitely not for me as far as like the aesthetics of it, right? But with that said, I have seen a few guys actually run these even in outdoor fields, and they like it. It's granted, it is hot and it is stuffy, right? Because again, you're in an outdoor field, especially when it's like fully sunny. Yeah, you're going to be sweating a little bit more in the face, but you can rest assured knowing that you are not going to be fogging in this bad boy whatsoever, right? Like, and again, guys, it's a dye mask. It's technically speaking tactical gear. Use coupon code GEAR for 20% off. I'm surprised more people aren't taking advantage of this, honestly. Like, seriously, I guess y'all don't really want it. We're trying to make these coupon codes super available for y'all. That way you can get the best deal possible. But, I mean, if you guys don't want it, I mean, we can just get rid of the coupon codes altogether. I'm just saying, right? But, yeah, pick up a dye mask. Use coupon code GEAR. You only got, like, literally a 1 minute left. A 1 minute. 1 minute before this promo right here. Any orders $50 or more will get you 5 entries in the shopping spree. That's going to end, like, pretty damn soon. What would you recommend? Yeah, so, yeah, even if you're doing an outdoor field, yeah, I would recommend it. Again, you're not going to fog. ASGI, you spawn on me? What am I wearing? Fidel. Something cute, I hope. Darktree asks, what can you wear as civilians at Milsim events? Whatever you want. Like, no bullshit. You can literally wear whatever it is that you want. I've seen guys literally wear, like, jeans and a t-shirt. And you're fine. Obviously, it's recommended to play the part, right? So if you want to do a little bit of role play, please. It really helps add to the immersion. That's what we try to do as well. Yeah, I would normally recommend if you're trying to do like something like maybe like just some woodland like BDUs. Honestly, you can never go wrong with that, right? That's going to be my normal recommendation, and just some basic surplus gear or like just low profile stuff, right? Nothing too high speed though. That's what I would say. Nothing too modern, nothing too high speed. And that's usually what I would say is like the general vibe that you want to achieve, but you can pretty much wear whatever you want as long as it's not NATO clothing, if that makes sense. Like, if as long as you're not wearing like multicam bottoms or multicam like shit, then you should be okay. All right, guys, it is 5:30. That is the end of the live stream. This promo is now over. I hope you guys went ahead and took advantage of it. I am not too many of you did. It's real sad to see. Hopefully, though, you guys will be able to take advantage of the coupon codes 20th. Remember, 10% off your purchase. Right, use coupon code GEAR. You'll be getting 20% off all tactical gear orders. So make sure to go and place your orders and get entered into the shopping spree giveaway. All right, guys, my name is Isaias. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Genuinely, I do mean that. It means the world to me that you guys choose to go out and spend your time hanging out with me, hanging out with the Mayo Gang, hanging out with the community. For those that asked their questions, I really appreciate you guys participating in the chat. If you guys know anyone that's starting Airsoft or wants to get into it, or better yet, if your question was not answered or not answered the way you want, by all means, you're more than welcome to go on and come back next time. I am going to be streaming again this coming Tuesday, for my No Flight List live stream, where me and my guest of the week will be answering as many questions as we possibly can in the best way that we possibly can. Well, that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching again. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Make sure to go on and shop at Airsoft GI, the best way to go and support the channel. Keep the lights on.